Go.
Light is not in here.
Oh, am I not?
Alright.
No.
We are now recording. Oh, I didn't minimize.
Alright.
Okay, perfect. I have it automatically. Perfect. Cool. We're all good.
All right. So, anyways, last session, you guys had gone through the portal and had a crash landing with the plane. You guys went down to what was the closest building that you guys found nearby, which has been swarmed with spiders. The outside spiders and the ones that you've seen so far have been no problem. Upon defeating the second patch of spiders, you guys ran into what is your character's name again?
Imee.
Imee. Yeah. You guys ran into Imee, who was happened to notice your plane come flying out of the portal, although she didn't really understand what it was and saw the crash. And,
Yep. And after a
the
lot of
footprint
holograms later.
Yeah. Yeah. You guys had some fun trying to translate and understanding.
It was a good time. It was a really good time.
It's a good thing that's a freestyle for me.
You guys decided to check out the next room, which is extremely dark on account of how many spider webs were in it. We're inside. You guys found 3 more of the abyssal spiders that you guys had already seen, and along with the gigantic spider, even more massive, that you had not seen yet. And that's where we are picking things back up.
All right, I'm just gonna quickly
Dude.
update because I don't have that new weapon that you gave me in yet.
I put it on your D&D Beyond sheet,
Yeah.
so it's not. You'd have to do a.
Yeah, doing that now.
What weapon did Weeps get? What the fuck?
He found a pistol.
Oh, nice.
Oh yeah, I did find a pistol. You're right. You're right. That's what that is.
Oh,
yeah.
That's what that is.
Do the spiders need to be on the map yet, or no?
They're hidden. They're hidden. They're on the map.
Oh,
They're
okay.
Alright.
But our characters still
Yeah,
see them,
yeah.
right?
By the way, yeah, Balric like went
Okay.
and like talked to you guys, so we all are on the same page.
hidden. Right. What you guys have done right now is you guys are peeking through the door. Imee and Lacey.
Mm-hmm.
I gotta figure out my passive perception.
Yes. This could also be a moment for Imee and Light to actually get to have a little conversation, since they didn't get to, because Light had to bail out a little early.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah.
You missed some funny stuff. You
Oh,
could
yeah,
just watch the
What's
chapter
my,
at the end of the
what's my
recording.
passive perception? How do you find your passive perception again?
It's like it's go to your attributes
Yeah, your
and look at your perception.
You have 12 perception.
Okay.
I have 10.
My passive is 18. Nice.
My perception's only 14. My passive
Higher than
investigation's 19 though.
On your
Fantastic.
on that weapon, there's one thing that I need you to look at on there. I don't remember if I added them yet or not, but that pistol takes specific bullets.
That's funny. That's funny as shit.
It takes energy cells.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, my passive for. Oh wait, hold up. I could do something. I could do something.
What is it you want to do?
I have 1 infusion left. I touched the weapon. I can only do that on long rest. Jokingly enough.
Okay.
He can't even
But
use the weapon yet.
Yeah, but funny enough, if you talk Lightshade into it, Lightshade can put infusions on any fucking weapon. It doesn't have to be ones he wields.
That's
So
that's fair.
He
Right.
can give you repeating shots, so you never have to use energy cells, and it becomes a magical +1 weapon.
That's fair.
No, I'm actually rereading this, Pleeps.
Mhm.
You do not need to wait for a long rest to use this weapon.
No, I don't, but I don't have any energy cells.
It's got the 3 shots in it.
Oh, it does have 3 shots. That's what that meant. Reload
'cause
3 shots. I thought that meant when you reloaded it.
Yeah, it can take 3 shots before you have to reload it, and it's got a full clip.
Oh, it has that in that. Oh, okay.
Okay.
Okay. All right. Well, if Balric feels that it's smart to shoot something, admittedly he does not have a source of necrotic damage.
Yeah. Funny enough, and I love this says it, as long as my character is alive, the infusions remain on an item indefinitely until I choose to give up the knowledge. But if I die, it vanishes after 5 days.
That's
Ooh,
sad.
fun.
That's
All right,
sad.
well,
Alright.
I'd like to get to play a game
Yep.
now.
All right, let's get going.
Yep.
So, how are you guys handling the situation before you?
So just double check. Has the spiders noticed us?
You're only peeking through the door right now. Your characters are just right there, just so you can kind of see the inside
Right.
of the room.
Okay.
But no, but as you can see, all these webs are here. So as soon as you start messing with those webs in any way,
I mean,
Give me 1 second.
we should probably make sure everyone's ready before we come in here. Let's go back in the other room.
As a reminder, you have radio communication.
you do have wireless radio communications,
Which
which
you guys
Omni
have
does
already
not have.
found out.
Right.
Yeah. I'm just looking at you like you're a crazy person.
Yeah, you guys will have to provide her with one of those later.
Actually, if you allow, fucking Lightshade can just put one together with the equipment he has stolen from. He has borrowed from the government. He has borrowed. Nah, he stole that shit.
Well, you guys have those back at the plane.
Right.
Hmm.
So
Yeah, but we don't have them now.
No, you don't have them now.
I'll magic tinkering a device that just has a message: "You're gonna die."
And the items that you specifically took were for the spell bombs. That was what you specifically took things for.
Oh, I thought I took everything in there, but that's fine. I'll take that if I can make more spell bombs. I don't really mind.
let's go back to the other room, Miami. If that's alright with you.
I don't mind.
We step back into the other room.
And as you do that, Lightshade is
Yeah,
on the
this-
ground.
This piece of wall right here is missing, so this
Yeah.
whole entire area right here is this wall
Okay.
gone.
Right, I'm
So,
assuming
like,
my character looked through here, stepped
Right
out.
through the hole.
so-
There,
yeah.
This door should be open because it's supposed to be just barely hanging on its hinges.
Ah, okay.
All right, so big giant spider, even bigger than the last one.
Yes.
Big
a,
enough to catch an airplane.
a good enough size bigger. Like, would you say that giant spider is probably bigger than, or like at the very least double the size of the ones that we've already fought?
Yeah, that
Yeah.
was.
It
You
literally
guys
is double the size, or
It
actually quintuple the size.
Oh, is it quintuple? Jeez.
It
Big
is.
one.
Its each leg is 30 feet long. Its body is 30 feet in diameter.
Oh.
Oh,
You all are the one burning eggs. You guys are the spider experts.
Oh,
What?
it's also has its own gravity plane.
What?
How are we
yeah,
able
what
to
does
tell
that-
this?
how does-
monster has its own gravitational pull?
And Lacey could tell that just by looking.
That's
I-
all fucking.
I mean,
Yes, because things
Gravitational
would be pulling like the spider webs, which are very flexible, would be kind of bowing towards it.
Did Lacey tell us that?
This spider
The
is
question
a
is, would I
fucking
the,
planet.
the question is, would I even notice that?
The dungeon master is telling you.
Yes, I am telling you.
Okay,
That means by
Yeah,
default
it-
your character definitely notices.
it seems like it has an odd sense of gravity to it.
That's unnerving.
Keep in mind as well, there, you know the spiders we fought in the other room over there? Yeah,
No,
there's
I don't.
there are 3 more of them in this next room.
Well, we're
I mean-
going to make our call then. Is Doctor with us?
Doctor is here.
Doctor.
Dr.
Oh yeah.
Laura.
Oh, yeah, I have. Doctor.
He's in the he's in the back of the group. Yes. What is it? Where?
He Balric said it over his earpiece, but I guess.
Oh, there's no
run
point. We're all right here in the same room.
Right.
No, he does that, and like everyone just fucking
We're right
has
here.
to like grab their ear because the feedback from
Yeah, the feedback echo would be horrifying.
Oh my god, yeah, it would, because we're literally all in this room. And so
I-
it would
I do
feedback
li-
12
I
times.
do like the idea that Balric is a little tech illiterate. Not like a
Okay.
major amount, but a little, because he's an
So
old guy.
everybody, everybody
your
is now
rifle's-
grabbing at
yeah.
their ear and proceedingly
No,
cutting
no,
at you.
no,
What
no,
the
no.
hell, man?
No, I will.
Fucking asshole.
I will say, Lightshade sees that Bulwark's about to fucking use the column, and he's gonna slap his hand away. He's like, fucking dare!
All right,
He's right
Doctor.
next to you.
Doctor. So, this is your operation, making you the commanding officer. What's your call on this?
We're
Well.
dead.
We're not dead. We have plenty of numbers. We should be able to take these things out. Once we're able to clear all this stuff out.
Spell
Well, you got to be careful with the spell bombs, as he points and said. Do you see all that web? Because you burn down the whole building if you set fire in here.
So
The
you're
doc-
saying avoid fire, huh?
The doc does have a good point.
Ticks
No,
he goes,
Although at the same time, if we just set fire to it and run out the room, these
Oh.
things are kind of stuck in there.
Hmm.
Is that what
Did
you
you
want
see? Did you see another way out for these spiders, Lacey?
I'm going to tell you, Ross, looking at the map and what
There's
you would have
windows.
seen, you literally have.
Okay.
Yeah, there's
not that
This thing's way too big to get out of the way.
Not-
Yeah, the
not
big-
that I
the
could
spider's
tell.
too big.
not that I could tell.
Their way out seems to be breaking out and no other.
That's a good point. This thing
So
has
are
got
we,
its own
uh,
sense of gravity. It probably can act as its own siege weapon.
Scruffy,
Axel's
I have
like itching at himself, and he's like, "So, are we burning it down? Hey, come on, guys! That seems like a great idea."
Well,
I have a question.
Considering the size of this room, if we don't burn it down, this building has a lot of space in it.
Balrog,
Use this space.
Balrog is going to say, before we even think of burning it down, Lacey, I need to have a look. And Balrog is specifically going to be looking for any civilians he can see.
Oh no, there's lots of dead bodies and skeletons.
But no living?
Well, mostly skeletons. No, there's no living people in here.
Alright, after Balrog's taken his look, he'll back up. Alright, I'm not opposed to if that's what we decide to do.
Now here's a good question though. Do you think that we could possibly take down the big one before it gets to us? Lightshade, you seem to be good with your rifle there.
We've got weapons.
Wait, Lightshade goes, he goes, hold up. So, he'll go, so, there's no way out from what you can see.
At the very least, for
We-
those things.
If we can block this side off, and there is windows, people with range could lay fire to it from the outside. And
So-
the walls might not hold, but it could hold long enough for us to do massive amounts of damage to this fucking god awful monster.
The
This is like the
I
first
want you
time
guys
Light
to
has
do
no
a-
fucking.
I want a perception roll.
Perception?
from-
Okay.
from all of us or
First
just
for
one?
everyone.
Yep.
Okay.
Nope, this is an everybody perception roll.
6, 9.
Wow.
16 though. 16.
Yeah.
We have
Like
a 16.
demons.
Oh
All
shit!
right.
what the-
18.
Myra, having gone around and looking at the building, although it is quite old, it is structurally sound, so you don't have to worry about, an accidental collapse.
Ooh.
What's the building made out of, anyways?
The building is made out of concrete.
Oh, okay. I
Makes
missed it. Yeah, this is an easy fire.
So Lightshade's gonna look around and go.
Wouldn't if we burned it down? Wouldn't it not even spread because it's made out of concrete?
The webs would spread it.
The
Right,
webs,
I was gonna say the webs would
spread
spread
throughout
it.
the building. Webs are
Yeah, but if
throughout
we
the
blocked
entire
off the
building.
rest of the house,
What would we block it with that would prevent flame from touching it?
Actually,
anyone got like shaped stone or something? You just plug up a hole.
I know I got nothing.
We got any ice?
I've got. I have got wall of fire. That's not going to help us in this.
That wouldn't help it. It would actually create more of an issue.
The closest thing I have is right of the frozen to deal cold damage. I don't have anything that makes ice.
The ice would just melt.
That is true.
Yeah, I know, but like if we like, I mean, in theory, if we were to clear out some of the webbing here, wouldn't then the webbing not be attached to anything and
I
would
could,
stop?
I
Webbing is
believe-
highly flammable. Basically, everything inside the building would take damage.
I think.
Okay, but what if we like cleaned out this area here though, and then the webbing wouldn't go through here because I don't think there were any like connections through the rooms.
I could
other
also
than this.
use
While the webbing is extremely flammable, it is also extremely strong. You're not going to have an easy time clearing this stuff out.
I mean, could I? In
This is
theory,
web that's strong enough
I
that
just
could
realized
hold
that it's
could
muted.
hold a plane in the air.
Could I?
Ooh.
Could I, in theory, cast thunderclap?
That's
It's a burst of thunderous sound that it says a
right.
burst, so it has to-
It's a sound, right?
Could I use control flame to make it so that the fire
yeah,
doesn't
you
spread
could.
over
Yes,
here?
you can. Yes, you
That
can.
is
You
actually
you
really
Oh.
use control flame to control the fire. Yes, you can.
Oh,
so
easy.
Yeah.
Then let's just burn it.
So I will ask this: if we can block this off and like get them set, because I mean they're gonna come running at us if we set off fire anyway. Can I? This is an honest question, because it says let me pull up the spell again. It says choose a manufactured metal object such as a metal weapon or a suit of heavy armor that you see within range. The glow red hot. Any creature in physical contact takes 2d8. Could I take one of the actual bullets, like to actually load this bullet, and could I cast heat metal and shoot it through my rifle?
Is there a range to heat metal?
It
That's the
depends
real
on
question.
how. No, it depends on how similar to actual guns these things work.
Yeah.
You preemptively heat the barrel of an actual gun, you're gonna have problems.
Here's the thing, though. If you
Magic gun.
heat up a bullet and then try to load it into your gun and then try to fire it, you're going to damage your weapon.
Oh, you know what I could do?
I mean, don't we just need a barricade, like in the entry point
Is
here?
this a wooden plank that actually exists?
That's on our side. That's not in there, though.
Yes, but we can move it.
Is it- so
Where were you pointing at again?
I don't think those are planks. I think it's just a pillar. Because look at this
That's
one
what
up
I'm
here.
Okay, if it's a pillar, then moot point.
Yeah, they're pillars.
Okay.
Yeah, these are pillars.
Well, at the
Are there any large objects we can use as a barricade?
Well, there was
Gotta-
that smashed up rock table in the other room.
Oh yeah, we
oh
could.
wait.
You know what we could, and you know what I have. I have enlarge and reduce.
I do too.
I could
Well,
move
you
it
guys
over
also
here.
have enough manpower to move just about anything in here.
Alright.
No, I'm talking about we could expand it to where it.
Oh, I
when we
get it.
set Fire it.
Reduce it, it's not over. Then enlarge it,
Blocks
it's over again.
No, I was talking about just to enlarge it to where it fully blocks off that entire thing. Like it gets so big, it like blocks it off completely. Well,
I felt it was already that big.
We still need a big enough gap so that I could see in
Yeah.
there to control the flames.
That's why I think the reduce function is more important here.
Also, that I could also just use Bigby's hand to bring it over here because that could just lift it up.
You guys could do that without using anything. You have all the manpower to physically grab chunks and just. You guys could make like a little conveyor line of fucking shit if you wanted to, just moving rocks.
Alright. Is the barricade operation we're going with?
Oh, sorry. Sorry, I'm mainly good for aim. I'm mainly good with my shots, not with my lifting things.
Listen, I need to conserve my strength because I'm going to be doing all of this. So everyone else, go do
Yes.
that. I'm just going to
Yes.
sit here and chill.
I will say right now,
This does
Bar-
sound like a good idea because Omni already warned us that there was things near our plane.
Alright, Balrek is going to, has no comeupptions, is going to start the process of moving the table.
All right.
Yeah, so will Lightshade. Lightshade's
Yep.
going to,
Yep,
Are you-
all,
I
the,
feel-
all the military men are going to be coming
yeah,
in.
Lightshade's gonna like walk up and he's gonna activate his gauntlet again, and these red and black gauntlets are gonna appear on his hands, and that's his gauntlet of ogre power.
Okay.
Well,
So, okay, we're going to
I
start.
mean,
we're gonna-
Lacey, you
we're
might
gonna-
want to get out of the way. That's where we're putting him.
right.
Ah.
Hmm.
What?
Alright.
So,
So we'll
but-
have to leave it. We'll have to either leave an area long enough to either light it ablaze from the inside, or we can light it ablaze. We'll have to go back out through the windows and
No,
attack
I
from
can-
the outside.
the only thing that I'm not
My
quite
concern
I
is,
have
what
a-
will
I have
happen
a-
if these walls aren't strong enough to hold that thing. While it is a spider, that thing looks quite muscular.
You know what? Lightshade's gonna do after we move it. Lightshade is going to. Let's see if you can find. Lightshade is going to find. What's the nearest? Like, is this like an actual pillar or?
Yes,
tomb?
those are pillars.
Are they immovable?
No, they're structural
None
pillars.
of them are broken.
No.
There's a broken down thing right here, inside.
that's is that a pillar?
It's like a broken down concrete object.
Yeah, but
You know what? Second look, it looks like a little bit of a pillar, but I'm not quite sure.
I mean, there's a couple of things inside this room, but as soon as somebody starts messing with the stuff in that room,
Could
there's
I?
web right there, right at the entrance. You go after that thing, you're activating webs, and
Yeah. Could I potentially break one of the pillars?
That sounds like a horrible idea.
Truth be told,
I mean, it would take you a while. It's possible. It's fully possible. You guys have the ability to do something like that.
Because
That's
I have
possible.
an idea. Because like, you're
You
saying
you,
that we
you
would
start
need-
doing that though, your risk of collapse of where the pillar is, because you don't know. There's a lot of pillars throughout this place, so they could be in place that give extra support where they're needed.
Yeah.
Then there's the fact that while you do have plenty of space in here, you might not want to do it like in this immediate area. You might want to go to a different room to try to do something like that.
There's a bunch of pillars in here.
Well, my thought is there anything as big as the table that looks like it can block behind it if, say, a specific spell was used?
You're trying to put something against the table, behind the table?
No, what I'm trying to do, what I had a plan with the pillar, is I was going to enlarge the pillar to double its size so it shot out and stuck in the building to give it more of leverage on holding the table back. So it's like it anchors itself to the building because you said the building was structurally sound.
It is structurally sound, but that's because a lot of these pillars are here.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Is there anything that looks like I can use enlarge on to do what I want done?
Yeah, there are. You have both enlarge and reduce.
Yeah, I have both enlarge.
They're the same spell. They're the
There
same
are.
spell.
Yeah. Okay. Same spell. Okay. Then there are. I mean, you'd have to go outside, but there are tons of boulders out here that you could grab and set right in the way.
Can we say like it's like Lightshade would do that? He would just like when
So,
they
say,
block
like,
it
come
off.
out here. Let me drag you over here real quick. See, boom, rocks.
so here's. I do have a question about
a
our.
piece of the table. Ugh.
I do have another question about our plan here against these things.
I'm going to snatch
Do we
your
want to
ball.
just start with fire, or do we want to see if we can get a clean shot?
I don't
Clean
think we're going to
shot.
be damaging them. Our plan
If
is to use the fire.
If we get a clean shot,
They're going to be
our
alerted.
shot at the flaming operation is going to be shot. Trust me, I've
We'll have opportunities to shoot at them after the fire.
Hold up,
That is a fair
Fleet.
point.
I mean, Scruffy.
Oh.
Can Lightshade make a Tinker's Tool check to see if he can try and set one of his spell bombs to fireball and add a timer to it?
You don't know what they are. That's the point of the spell bomb. Until it goes off.
Was this the ones I made? Lightshade makes a spell bomb.
how long does that take, Scruffy?
It's
Make
a
it
joke.
an hour?
He says
Yeah.
an hour, so it's not going to.
Yep.
At least,
Trust me, Lacey. That's your name, right?
Yes.
I've run a similar operation. As soon as as soon as you do anything to interact with the target becomes aware of your presence, and any act of subterfuge is immediately shot.
That's a fair point. Truth be told, I don't usually deal with spiders. I deal with more personal matters.
Trust me.
Like meta,
my-
I could roll piss on initiative and I can get here before I can hit fireball. Like that's what we're explaining to you, Ross.
Well, I'm saying that as Lacey. Like,
But no, even this
Right.
this applies even in real life. When you're trying to do an act of subterfuge to someone, like in real life, don't do this. You don't want them to know you're there.
I will say, as this is going on, Lightshade is just gonna get with the other fucking military people and start moving boulders in.
Yeah, that's what Balrog is doing. He just
Okay,
mentioned
so
that,
so
like,
you
as he was
are
passing the
going
boulder.
outside.
Yeah, with
Okay.
people. With people. I'm not going alone. I'm not dead
Okay,
alone.
yeah. Okay, so you can go outside with people. And I'm gonna tell you, you are gonna notice some things out there.
Okay.
All right. So let's see. You said you're gonna take the military people with you.
The military guys, the ones I was like, after we finished moving the table, I was gonna move them out and we were gonna get the boulders to just
See,
have better
Go
anchors.
ahead. Those two right there. Where's the other one?
Right.
No, he's.
He's one of the military
Yep,
guys.
yep. That is Cole Rivers. Okay. Yep. Okay.
Technically, so is Balrog, but Balrog is busy taking pieces of the table.
Well, I was saying we were going to go outside once the table was set up.
Oh, really? Oh,
So yeah, so if you wanted to come out with us, you could.
I mean,
it's
Balrog
Lightshade.
probably would
Yeah, because
if you're bringing the military people, because that's the faction that he's part of.
Yeah. We can't leave out of here unless you drag us because of the fucking walls. I'm trying to find the door. Where's the door at? There's a door.
There's a door. It's over here.
Character that can do it.
Fuck it.
Here. hang on.
That door.
Yeah. No, that's not what I want to hit. Yeah.
Yeah.
meh.
Kidnapped with cluck cluck.
Drag me in, Scruffy.
Oh, I don't have. Oh, you're going out there too.
Yeah,
Yeah,
if
he's
he's taking
part
the
of the
military
military.
people and it's after the table, Balrog would go with.
Okay.
Yeah, I said it was after. It's like we have the table set up. It's just I'm just trying to get extra leverage.
Homestead. I'll have to make pictures for these later, I guess, but I'm sure that you guys can see those things down there. What you can see down there by your crashed plane is 3 helicopters. They're surveying the area.
Doctor, we have bogeys on our brother. We have bogeys on our tail. They are currently surrounding the plane.
Well, we have to figure out what we do first.
Ah, fuck the feedback again, Doc.
Well, in this case, I was actually far enough away to justify
No,
it.
it was the doc. It was the
Doctor.
doctor who answered.
Ah,
Yeah. So, anyways, we need to. He moved to the other room. I know you guys can't see it.
ah,
Anyways,
Doc,
fuck
come on.
you.
We need to decide what to do. We need both to clear out these spiders, because if we start making combat noises with them, they might attract attention. Who knows if these things can actually get out? We saw a bunch outside, so I'm assuming that they can. But at the same time, it might not be a good idea to actually reveal our presence to the copters, because remember, the plane crash is still a ways down.
Hey, Doctor, there is one small problem. Do you remember my go home move that I was telling you about earlier?
Yes?
I'm no longer 100% sure it will work.
Why?
Well, the way that the spell is supposed to work is it sends them to their home plane. But we're 20 years in the future, not actually on a different plane.
Yes, I see the problem. We would just come right back to here.
Now, that being said, it's possible that we're in a future plane, in which case it would work, but I just don't know.
Sounds like this will have to be something that we'll have to test later, but for now, we should deal with the problem that's at hand.
Yeah.
Well, Ruckus, you're the one who's in charge of security. How do you think we should handle it?
Well, first off, do we have any sensitive information on that plane?
On the plane itself, well, we have all of our supplies on it.
But no real sensitive information, though, right?
No, we just have, well, we have equipment, but, you know, if this is 20 years in the future, our stuff should be out of date.
Fair enough. In that case, I believe our safest bet, as unfortunate as it is let the helicopters and those in them find our plane. Scavenge what they will, unfortunately. As far as they'll be concerned, just some other plane that happened to crash nearby their territory. They won't realize anything extraordinary since we don't have any special information on them. And as you've said, the equipment is out of date, so seeing it wouldn't be that strange.
Okay. As you are talking, you notice that one of the copters begins to fly away back in the direction of the city.
Did I notice anyone coming out and taking anything?
You don't notice anything taking anything. You just notice that the copter is flying away.
It seems right now they aren't looting anything, which might be for our best, I'd say.
Well, you can just see the copters in the air. From where you're standing right now, you can't actually see the plane itself.
Okay. Well, our best bet will be once we know that they're gone, going in and doing an inventory check. I think the spider should be our concern right now in keeping ourselves out of prying eyes. That is my opinion, Doctor.
I'm a little worried if they're taking supplies. My main concern is our food supply.
That is a problem, but I believe, especially with some of the personnel we do have ways around that.
It's going to take quite a bit of food to feed this many mouths.
Yeah.
Who gets the spell?
Eve.
No. Actually, the person who gets the spell will be Lightshade. In our
You're
group.
not talking about Goodberry?
Nope.
Damn.
Goodberry is good. Do you have create food and water?
Or even purify food and water.
Let me check my spell list.
That does not seem like something Lightshade would
I
be
know.
packing, though.
But unless, wait, what is your circle, Eve? What's your circle?
I don't remember. 1 second.
It's a circle of the moon or whatever the fuck.
Right, the moon. You're right. In that case, yeah. No, then she can't do it. Yeah, then our only hope on create food and water is it's only clerics, paladins, artificers, and circle of the land, desert genius, and the genie warlock.
I forgot. It was between aid and create food and water, and I fucking hate aid.
Okay. Well,
Wait, so you have great food and water on
he
hand?
does.
It's not prepared.
I never updated it because I forgot last session that I changed my sheet.
Wait. So
Before we started the session, I got rid of aid because I hated aid.
oh, and you
I
replaced it with
grabbed
create
it
food
by
and water.
accident. Yeah, I grabbed it by accident because I forgot I could have an extra spell and I wasn't paying attention. And I'm like, why do I have aid? So at the start of the session, I changed my D&D sheet.
To create food and water.
Yes, but I didn't change my
But
downgrade
canonically,
sheet.
it's create food and water that you have prepared.
Oh yeah, canonically it's great. Well, he's fucking insane, but he's smart. He doesn't eat
Yeah.
anyone else's food.
Well, how many people? It's 45 spoons and up to 15 humanoids or 5 steeds for 24 hours.
Oh wow.
And you could cast that, as many spell slots as you have.
Isn't that like our entire party, pretty much?
That pretty much is, actually.
That's why Bollock was saying we have a way around it. I believe, Lightshades, you might have our solution in this case. if they take food.
He like pulls out rations. I have rations.
You know that's not what I'm talking about.
All right. As
Nice.
you guys are having your conversations, you notice that one of the copters has just set loose several drones that are now flying off in different directions, one of which is coming your way.
Lightshade, I think it's better. I'm afraid that we have to give up on the boulder operation for now. It's best we head back inside the building.
Oh yeah. Fuck it. Yeah.
He just needs a good-sized rock to carry with him.
Yeah.
He's
Well,
had plenty of time while you guys are having your
Yeah,
conversation.
like you're having this conversation, and Lightshade is just pushing the boulder with the Still Defender. Goes, yeah, rations. Yeah, it's like he already has it inside the building.
I feel like that's
Alright.
how he would
All right,
react.
everyone.
These guys are in work mode. These four
All right.
guys over here are in
Yeah,
work mode.
Alright.
we're working.
All right. Sorry, I mean, Spark was doing his job. He had to like make an assessment security. He's like, all right, everyone, get inside quickly before the drones go in. Bark's gonna help him push it in.
Yeah,
and
you
is
I
going
just
to.
like, yeah, I just like the fact you're doing that. You're like, all right, everyone, get inside quickly, and you go back to the boulder. None of us are there, and we already have like the boulder halfway through.
And then Bark is gonna catch up and start helping.
Okay, so let me drag you guys back in here the easy way. Except for you, Balric. I guess you got to go in the hard way.
He likes it hard.
Jesus.
But so Lightshade is going to get with the military guys and push it, and like press it against the thing. But he's not gonna cast enlarge on it until the spell is lit.
Mhm.
And the well, can I enlarge it in a way where I can say throw an item in there to set it on fire, and for Kiri's character to still see the fire?
Hey, Axel, can I ask you a question?
What? What do you
Your
want?
method of burning, how loud is it?
No, not very.
That's for the best then. My methods all happen to be quite loud, so I'll leave this to you.
Lightshade's
I
gonna
have
be
a
like,
way of making my spells fairly quiet.
Lightshade's gonna go and like, I'm pretty sure it's gonna be very loud when they hear a 30-foot tall fucking spider scream.
Yes, but we're in the desert. Fires
It's not
happen all the time.
unusual- It's an unusual sound.
But yeah, so
Spellcast would be different.
Scruffy, could I do that to enlarge it in a way where Kiri could still cast his fire with a line of sight?
It depends on how big you make the boulder. Really, you
I-
just have
I-
to make
I
it
double-
small enough
The
to
spell
leave
is
an
the
area.
spell is specific. Spell is specific. Double or half.
Yeah,
Double or
I
half.
can,
The spell is specific.
I can-
Double the size or you half the size.
yeah, I
Okay,
can make it
and
half
let
as
me-
big or double as big.
Let me see. So for double as big at the rock that I'm looking at here, the four smaller rocks that you guys would have been able to move by where you were,
Mhm.
that would take up both this whole area right here.
But we don't even really need to put enlarge and reduce on it, right? Because would I
But-
still be able to see?
But well, if you come over this way, you could shoot through the window.
Yeah, you could. So, Lightshade will do that. He'll block it off, and then he's going to cast enlarge and reduce on one of the rocks at an angle. So when it enlarges, it digs itself into the ground
Okay.
to create leverage. So like all the rocks are blocking it, and then there's this one rock that's like in the ground, holding being basically the door stopper, putting all the pressure against the rocks.
Before we
And
go
the,
through with
table.
this, before we go through with this, everyone should try and cover their mouths and noses.
Lightshade pulls out a gas mask.
Balric is going to actually take his tie off and use that to try and cover his mouth and nose.
Yeah.
Axel
Lightshade's
is
gonna-
not going to cover his mouth or nose.
Do you
Lightshade's
think
gonna
it'd be a
do-
good idea to open up the windows?
I'm just gonna stay
No.
close to the ground because smoke
No.
rises.
We want the fire to stay inside and the smoke to stay in there to deal as much damage as possible. So it would not be smart to leave windows open.
More importantly, this window opening could alert them of our presence. We need to do this with
Oh.
as few alterations to the building as possible.
Oh, Balky. What spell did you want me to cast?
Do you mean the conversation with the doctor?
Yeah, you wanted me to
I
cast a spell. I wasn't paying attention. was
I
picking up.
believe your particular field of spell casting, if my notes are correct, would allow for a generation of food and drink.
Yes, I'm insane, but I don't eat what people make for me. I eat magic. I eat food made by magic. 'Cause I
Well,
can't poison myself unless I want to. And
I
he'll
believe
laugh.
the research I've done, you can probably enhance that spell to, well, let me do a quick count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Are we even sure that they
7,
would try to scavenge the
8,
food?
9, 10. We're not, but this is if they do. We're 12 people total. We're 12 total. I believe you can feed us all. If
I
it
mean-
comes to that.
Oh yeah, I could feed 15 people. With that.
Hey, Aimee, what is the state of this world? Is food a commodity now? Like, is it rare?
Scruffy, I think the answer is like pretty scarce, if I'm not mistaken. But you told me.
Yeah. Well, if you remember what I told you guys before, your characters wouldn't know this, but you as players do. The city hoards everything. They send people out and they take everything. And if you refuse to give them what they want, they'll just wipe you out and take it anyway.
Yeah. So I guess my answer would be like, all the food is really in the city, to be honest.
City. Good chance that that's where those choppers are from.
Yeah. Any other food, you have to earn it.
Yeah, it's like.
As a reminder, Balruk, you specifically were the one who saw them coming out of the city when you guys were crashing.
What? Balrog
It was
wasn't?
me. It was
Oh,
no,
me
it
and
No, it
Eve.
was me.
Axel?
It was Axel and Miyakara.
Yeah, Mikara's got that good perception.
No,
going on.
Balrog knew what a helicopter looked like and projected that out of his gun, but he hadn't actually seen them until that moment.
Gotcha.
But yeah, Lysa's gonna be like, yeah, I could cast a spell like that twice before I have to rest.
Oh, well.
Wish I could cast
We would only
more,
need it once.
We only
but all
see-
of my expertise and like he'll cock the sniper goes into things I make.
I understand. Yep. We should be fine with just one of those if it comes to
Oh.
that.
Wait, are we ready to burn this place down? I'm getting giddy
As
thinking
you
about
say
it.
that, you hear a voice say, "Everybody get down."
Oh, someone
What?
was gonna cast it.
Yeah. Well, no, it's the drones inspecting the area and it's outside the windows.
Have they
Oh,
noticed us yet?
Yeah,
You don't know.
real fast. Lightshade actually has a plan for this.
Actually, so does Balrog. Balrog has something he can do. Balrog, is going to projectly cast silent image through the windows that the drone is looking in. Which one is it, by the way?
Right now, it's just coming around the corner. That's
Yeah.
why
Okay.
he's saying get down.
Which window is close? I can move it. So which window is it closest to?
It's right here at the moment.
Where?
Right here.
Down
Okay.
right.
So which window would it like to see first?
It would go to this window first.
Okay. Balrog can move this spell as he wants.
I need to
Keep
change
that in mind.
the color.
So Balrog is going to project the image of an empty room here.
Would that go over us?
Okay. Well, as it's doing that, it's coming around the corner, and everybody's getting down at this point, unless
Yeah, Balrog's
the
also going down. Yeah,
NPCs
Balrog's
are going to be assholes.
Balrog's also get down. And
Well, so Lightshade is going to use one of his magical tinkerings,
mhm.
and he is going to create a trinket that makes a loud screech. It's a non-verbal sound. So it's going to make like a loud, like kind of metallic screech. and he's going to have his homunculus, who we call Steven, which is a metal bird, take it in his mouth and fly it about 50 feet in the opposite direction. And as the bird gets there, it's going to drop it and it's going to activate, creating a loud noise on the far away from the building.
And again, as the drone goes over windows, the silent image.
Well,
of
the
empty
drone's
room-
gonna pass by then. By the time
Yeah.
that thing
Yeah.
manages to do all that.
Yes, but as the drone is going over the windows, the silent image is moving to each window the drone is in, projecting an empty room.
This is just to get the drone off of the scent of the house for when we do the fire plan. Like he's trying to just attract the drone over in the opposite direction of the building.
I do believe I can make the fire go away when everything is in there, but I've never tried to get rid of the fire before, so I'm not really sure. I usually just let shit burn down.
Okay. Oh, yeah. Drone continues on its way. Oops, I accidentally drug it
and
in.
looks away from us.
Yep, as it passes by. It only takes a few seconds for it to. It's a flying drone, so. And it did look armed.
I do have a question. With you being able to control your fire, would you be able to control the smoke or no?
No, I cannot control the smoke.
That's why we're not opening the windows.
Fair enough.
Yeah, smoke can prove a problem.
Lightshade will go.
I would like to think that my
No.
character could probably breathe in smoke, right?
Yeah.
I mean,
No.
to an extent, everybody can breathe and smoke.
But
And
Light-
I
that's
mean,
why-
like, I'm immune. I could be immune to fire, and I'm resistant to fire. I'm pretty sure smoke would have a lessened effect on me.
No, the heat would have a lessened effect on you. Smoke
Carbon
itself is
dioxide
different. Yeah. That you
Yeah,
need
but-
air.
Yeah. But so Lightshade's gonna like hold up his 4 spell bombs. He's like, I'm pretty sure one of these will put out the fire.
I would rather not risk it. Let's. All right. I believe now, when the drone goes away and like all that's happened, I believe now is a good time to commence the operation.
Yep. As I'm going down prone to avoid the smoke, potential smoke, I'm aiming my crossbow at the door.
So just to clarify,
Oh shit! What the fuck?
Oh,
No, don't fuck
No,
up
you
over
you
so
zoomed
here
me out.
is
You
where-
zoomed me out.
this entire area right here is blocked off with the rock, right?
Yep.
Yes.
All right. So.
You zoomed me out as I was moving my
These
character.
Yeah, Zeus
Alright,
was
so-
sacrifice, put Zeus back in there.
Nope.
No, you zoomed me out as I was fucking moving my character, so it fucking chucked me to the left side as I zoomed out.
Gone. All right. All right. All right. Who wants to count us down here?
I assume one
5, 4,
of
3,
you.
2, 1.
3,
Yeah, I
fuck
figured.
it, go!
I knew that your character would completely ignore the. Oh, you're going with a fireball. Okay.
Oh,
Oh,
fuck.
fireball is where you're going with. Okay.
A bright streak. Yeah, it's just a streak, so it would go through the cracks or the window. Sorry.
Ah, fuck! I can't zoom out enough. But I have enough range to hit those guys over there. So I'm gonna replace my measure template. There. Have a roll a deck save. Oh, and I'm also just in case. I'm gonna do this.
What you doing?
All right. So you're setting all that on fire all at once.
Yeah,
Well,
where I'm hitting
you're-
is right here.
Well, how are you hitting right there? Because you guys are in the hallway and your vision is blocked off right here from the big rock.
It's a streak. It can go over. It can go like through. Is it
No,
blocking
you
the
have-
entirety?
It is. We're aiming through the windows. What we're doing.
That's why I asked to clarify when I asked before. This rock is blocking off this whole area, right?
Yeah,
so like,
yeah.
like
So,
you'd
yeah,
have to
we're-
aim that,
Oh,
like,
yeah.
you'd have to aim it like over here through the windows, or come out and actually come around the building to a
It
different
would
window.
be right here, and it would catch fire to all the.
All right. So let's see. Both of these two need to make dexterity saving throws first off.
They have a plus 20.
No, surprisingly.
Oh
He
my
had
plus
god.
0.
Oh,
Okay.
But he's good.
Bruh.
Now for the
Not
now for the smaller one.
Oh, that was the big one?
That was a big one.
Wow.
Okay.
The
Oh.
smaller one has godly fucking dex.
Yeah, holy
Yeah,
crap.
okay, so they both take half damage.
So the big guy with the
14.
gravitational pull is being held down by his own gravitational pull.
That
apparently.
makes sense, actually. Yeah.
You know what? Now that you mention it that way, it
Yeah,
does
he's
make
so big.
absolute sense.
Yeah, like I said, it's extremely tanky. Like it's a big meaty spider. It's
Okay,
huge.
well, now we wait.
Hey, Scruffy, does it look like the spider has anything metal on it?
Spider have anything metal on it? No.
Yeah. Damn it.
No.
I was hoping it had like something like a wound.
Well,
sticking out of it.
You know what? Can I bring up a technicality that probably you go roll no?
I'm not gonna play.
Asteroids do tend to have, like,
This is
some
just a
components.
name, Ross.
Right, I know, I was
Just a
gonna-
name.
right.
So, you can hear from the inside as you guys have it blocked off the loud screeching of the spider, and you can hear him scuttling around inside, trying to get away from the flames. But it's not really working very well because the spider webs are extremely flammable, and it's pretty much expanded throughout most of the room.
By the way, Balric has an action he's going to do if he sees any of the spiders approaching the windows. Like it looks like they're gonna make a move to escape. Balric has an action he can do.
Well, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, like 17 windows in this room.
I know. I don't mean approach the window. If Balric sees through the windows, because that's the only means of looking,
Mm-hmm.
that a spider is looking to escape, he has something he can do.
Well, I'm going basically off where your guys' fireball spell placements
I know.
are.
I'm aware.
So that's where we're gonna begin testing out. So the big one would run this way because fire immediately that way. This one would run this way, so it would end up back here. And these guys would probably come over here and over here. All right, let's see how all this goes. We need some strength saving throws. Not saving throws.
Checks.
Strength ability checks.
Oh, if I knew they were making strength ability checks, I could give them disadvantage. Bold.
Actually,
That one is able to take
Actually, no, I
way
could.
out after taking a bit of fire damage. Let's see how this one does.
Can they even escape? Because they're too big to get out.
I think the little ones can. I think the big guy can't through the windows.
No, he can't get to the windows. 15. That is not enough to break the window.
Yeah, the big guy's gonna have to
This
break
is
down
level
an
10.
entire
Things are
fucking
higher.
wall.
That is enough to break the window. Yeah.
Little guy's gonna have to break down the fucking wall, bro.
Alright. We'll see how this goes, but this thing's got some pretty beastly strength. So strength tech, as it's trying and runs, and it slams into the wall.
Oh, that's +8.
Sheesh.
That's
Yeah,
+8.
yeah.
Oh god. Okay.
That's a
Oh god.
I don't want to be in that thing's range.
Alright. Well, it does do some pretty good damage to that wall, but it does not manage to break through it. I set my CR at 25. It didn't hit my 25, but it did manage to do some damage to that wall.
So, can we see that?
No, you guys can't see. You can hear
Okay.
it because you just heard this big loud smack going on what would essentially be on your guys' right,
Yep.
because I'm assuming you guys are all either looking that way. Balric, you're looking at these windows down here, so it'd be
Yeah.
behind you.
Are we gonna do initiative or?
I
Is
think
that
we'll do
only when they
initiative.
actually are aware of us?
If it comes to matter, I think is what we'll do.
Oh, yeah, I'm but judging this on timing right now, and the longer that it's stuck inside, I'm slowly depleting its
Hmm.
HP.
See, that's the thing.
Stuck in here.
Because of the way we did this, even if the spiders
Until one
get
has
out,
visual sight on you, there's no
Yeah.
initiative.
yeah, exactly. And
They're
because
just
of the way-
running from fire at
Yeah,
this point.
that was kind of the point of why we did everything quiet like in the first place.
Okay.
Even if they manage to get out, that's still a win for us.
this one here, this is gonna scuttle away from the building right off the map. That's where he's placed at. This one here is gonna come up this way away from the building because that's where it was at.
Oh.
This one here.
Lacey fucking died.
I'm dead.
How'd you die? What'd you do?
I didn't do
literally
anything.
I just watched Ross fucking disappear.
Wait, is this the year that Thanos snapped?
No, that is not.
Thanos
All right,
isn't Curse's rod.
the three little ones have escaped. The big one is still in here burning. Let's see.
What the fuck? How are you rotating? I want to do that.
I
what
used
is-
to
what
know
is
how,
like the
but I
shit?
can't
What is
now.
like the control or the alt?
It's
or the-
control
You,
scroll wheel.
Yeah.
I do shift.
Ah.
Does control work too? Oh, control
works-
does work too.
Oh, shift's a little faster.
Come on, I used to be able to do it.
Can I have my character back so I can see them?
No. I
You're
don't know why
dead.
you deleted
No.
yourself.
Gosh, do I need to reroll a
Okay,
character?
so let's say the spider is unable to get out. It is still in here taking fire damage.
God damn.
All right. Right. What am I looking for? Ross's dumbass token, right?
Thank you. Also, it's not a dumbass token. It's a goblin
I like
token.
it.
It's
I like
one that I
the
have
idea
to
of
look
Ross
for,
being
so it's a
extinct.
dumb token.
Ross is extinct. That's all that matters.
Oh, what?
I can't.
Oh, you know what? I was wondering why is it actually
Spin.
rotating? Yeah, you can do arrow keys, but it just locks you, like, it'll go from right to immediately left.
Are you using control or shift?
I hope you start taking
Shift.
over the Ross.
Yeah, shift. Shift is just very strict on how you rotate.
Oh, is it?
Yeah. You cannot use the.
Oh, okay.
I have this feeling that this is going to take a while.
This could take a minute. We'll see. Especially with you guys all hiding in the thing. Oh my
Man.
god. And the fire damage is just increasing and increasing.
By one.
Well, no, first one was a 1d4.
I
second
know.
one was
I know.
Does it-
It's a joke. It's a
does-
joke. It's a joke.
does- Does
Yeah,
anyone
but
is anyone
no
is,
rules.
is anyone suddenly in the mood for roasted spider?
No.
Could
No.
I say cast a certain spell, Scruffy, and as long as he doesn't see me, would I get away with it?
well, he's probably a little
Just
distracted by
rotating.
burning fire, but like,
Cool. So what I want to try and cast is I want
I
to
said,
try and
but you know, like
Oh.
if you do something though, you're probably gonna draw its attention.
I mean, if someone could hit me with greater invisibility, I could make sure this guy never hits a strength check. But I don't think anyone has greater
Because they're-
invisibility.
Where it's
It's
placed
not
at right
me.
now, you don't have very good eye. Well, there's smoke and stuff like that in here too, but that also reduces your chance of being able to see it as well.
Yeah, it's not me.
And there's
Do we
no
know-
windows by right where it's at.
Can we try and figure out like where the direction it's at in?
Oh well, yeah, you can hear it slamming into the wall right over here.
Oh wait, ping again, sorry.
Mine's black.
Right.
So
Right
Yeah,
there.
it doesn't exactly help, but yeah, right over here.
yeah, I need to find a better color.
So what I'm thinking of casting is Barrage, and it's not something I would have to see. It's just something I would have to throw in there. So if I could just get a piece in there, then I can use Barrage, and it's a 60-foot radius.
Well, let me see. The closest window to you that would be able to get range of them is 85 feet away from him.
So that's it goes.
From this
So
side,
it's
that's
where-
120. I don't think you'll be able to get to
no,
him.
no. I can cast it 60 feet, and it has a 60-foot radius. That's what it is. So it's 60 feet from where I cast it, but I can cast it up to 60 feet. So I can use the spell to create a munition and cast Barrage 60 feet away from me with a radius of 60 feet. because it says it is a 60-foot cone. So from 60 feet, I would create a 60-foot cone. Fuck.
Baldric,
God.
can you deal me in?
Deal me in too.
Balric is just like shuffling the cards, by the way.
Play some poker.
Alright, I guess Balric is dealing cards while we wait for this to happen.
This thing's getting pretty hurt at this point by the fire alone. It's got that good strength stat, but
It keeps failing.
It's not landing it. The almost critical failed too.
Oh, it was, wasn't it?
Almost, but no cigar.
Yeah, it's at a 25, right?
I could give
Yeah.
it disadvantage, but it's not worth being seen.
Yeah. I can reduce it if it fails a check. I can make it tiny.
If it fails the
At this
check,
point, though, I'd focus on just waiting it out.
love to see that. wouldn't you?
Don't we have to have vision on him in order to do anything?
No.
I mean,
Oh,
I
wait.
mean,
I mean,
depends
each
on-
strike,
my
though,
God.
Well, each strike is weakening the wall. So,
Oh.
I mean, it makes sense. I mean,
yeah.
a wall's not
It-
unbreakable unless you do an exact hit. Like, that's not how walls work.
All right, roll
Can I-
perception for me.
Everyone? Okay.
I was gonna ask
Ah,
if I could
fuck.
move over there, cast some large and reduce
Also,
it.
am I crazy? Or with the new forge that we have, wasn't attributes before actions when it
This
comes
is
to
a
this list?
module. This is a module we usually had off.
Okay, I was gonna say, like, I keep on thinking about it. It's like, this feels off.
All right, you hear what sounds like a wall collapsing.
Uh-oh.
Well.
Is it coming from like? It's coming from like over here, right?
Yeah, that way.
Seems like our friend has made their escape. Okay,
Yeah.
Balric definitely didn't notice.
It's fine.
Well,
He got some good damage on it.
can you unlight the room?
I can try.
You'd have to go outside. You'd have to actually jump out of one of these windows and come over to one of these windows to see well enough to get all the fire out. Because it's basically the whole room at this point, so you need vision of the whole room.
I can
Plus it's
try.
smoky.
I'm gonna go through the window.
Alright, so you pop out the window and you scuttle across the side. You just see this. You could see the smoke billowing, but not the smoke, the fire, roiling and everything, but there's just so much smoke in there that it's kind of hard to see everything in there. But you do know that you have, control over flames, so you believe you can put them out.
Okay, I'm gonna do that then.
Let me just double check exactly what this says.
It takes a while for me to do it.
That's why I'm checking to see how long it would take you to put all the fire out. You would be able to do it, but it's going to take you about 3 hours to get this room under control.
Yeah.
We're gonna sit here for 3 hours.
Good.
Well,
Hey, you
anyone wanna
don't have to do that. That just means that for the next 3 hours, his character is now busy.
Well, anyone want to get dealt in?
What are we playing? Blackjack?
I'm just
Okay.
fucking around on my phone right now while I'm like just barely putting in any effort to get the flames under control.
Well, you guys are sitting around enjoying a nice card game, but before too long, you start to hear shooting coming from outside, along with the roar of the spider, who now seems to be in combat with the helicopters that were outside.
W.
Hey, we did not have to deal with it. We did not have to deal with it.
Let's go.
That's
here-
free low.
You know what the best part about this?
That's
we kept-
free low if I've ever heard it.
As well as we kept everyone alive, and that's what truly matters.
Well, we didn't even have a fight, thankfully. Anyways, I believe
Roy Rick's
You take
gonna
it, Lacey.
say, taking any bets? I said the spider can take him.
Can we
That's
see
a
it?
massive.
Can I hear them
Balrog
through the
is
window?
going to Balrog is going to toss in a chip from his poker set.
I'm offering 3-1 odds.
Yo, Scruffy, can I hear them through the window?
I mean, you're outdoors. Or oh, you mean our bet?
Yeah, can I hear about the bet?
Do a perception roll.
Okay.
Let's see how good your hearing is.
I have pretty okay perception. Yeah, that's
Not
17.
bad.
I'll go ahead and say you can kind of hear them, but it's really muffled. You know, you are dealing with the fire and everything already.
I'm gonna shout out through the window. I get 20 on the spider!
All
Balrog
right,
is
so
gonna
looks like Roy and Dr. Roy Russ and Axel believe in Spider. They think the Spider's got it.
Hey Doc, you want
You
in?
know what? I'll apparently I don't have any money on me. Oh, right. Didn't bring any. Oops. Oh well.
Lightshade will click a spell bomb. I raise, and like he fakes like throwing the spell bomb.
Let's keep our presence minimal.
He pulls out 2 more spell bombs, clicks them. Presents.
All right. Well, the shooting sounds like it goes on for approximately about 15 minutes. But after a while, it does go silent.
Do we
Do we
hear
hear, like-
chopper blades or do we hear spider legs?
You're not hearing anything after what was essentially ensuing carnage. These things were shooting missiles and all kinds of shit.
Give me 1 sec before we can continue.
Fuck, I owe 'em. I owe people $20.
Let me check something with my monkey servant. Trying to see if I can communicate with my servant.
The fact that you guys thought the spider could win is kind of comical.
I know.
I mean, the fact that it was almost the size of a bus.
I told you that the spider is big enough to catch and drag in planes.
Oh,
like-
cool. So
Yeah, but this city has resources.
Lightshade is going to like call his monkulus, and he's gonna nod once if spider, nod 2 if army, and the homunculus is going to fly out towards them to see what the result was.
He's gonna fly out to see what the
Yeah.
result was.
Yeah, he's gonna like try and do it as like best he can not to be seen, but like it does say that they understand any language I speak.
Okay.
And it's just
Well,
it's just a little
it
bird.
goes out there and it explores, and it comes back, and it scratches. It's scratching out with its little, chicken foot. A
Yeah,
3.
a 3. Neither
Did they
survived?
both lose?
Holy shit.
Did they just?
Either they both lost or
Then-
they decided after the shoot they just walked
Then
home
it begins scratching out 1.
Wait, what was one again? Was it spiders?
The answer was which?
Yeah,
No, no,
one
no.
was. Wait.
No, it begins shaking its head. No.
Oh, so the army won.
Oh, wait. One
No.
survivor?
No. I think he's saying. Okay, I think I get it. Thank you, Cluck Cluck. Cluck Cluck is saying another party won. There's something else. That's
Cluck-
why, because I gave for the party 1 and 2, and he's saying 3 won, so that means a third party has entered and won the battle.
Noted.
Can Cluck understand anyone
You
or just
understand
you?
common.
Okay.
It understands the languages that
It-
Lightshade knows.
Yeah, it's like,
Yeah.
yeah.
Any
so-
language
Cluck
that
Cluck
Light
can-
knows, it should be able to communicate with Light in
Yeah.
any of those languages.
Yeah, I
Uh,
understand.
And essentially, it should more or less know what he knows, just not as much. Like as far as being able to take direct orders or trying to figure out what it knows and stuff like that, using it for this purpose. Yes.
all right.
So were we right about the third party coming in and winning? Did Cluck Cluck say no to that, or did he agree?
Oh yeah. There, he doesn't know what it is.
Okay.
But
It does.
but
I
both
don't know
sides
how. I
are
don't know how to
off,
use
the
a
third
chicken
one won.
to kind of describe.
Well, he knows languages, so he could technically write it out. He has an intelligence of 10. He has an average intelligence.
Right. That's why I was like scratching out numbers and stuff.
Yeah.
But like it's a chicken, it can't hold a pen to write it out. It just got.
Don't
It's
need
just
a
got
whole
its
pen,
little
start
foot.
off.
It can. It can try it. Try
You
to.
know what? You know what? I
You
can.
can try to scratch out letters.
Doesn't
Can
fucking Sapphire? I mean, fucking Eve's character. Wouldn't it be able to
Sapphire.
speak
Okay.
with animals?
Okay. Just for clarification, this thing begins to scrape to scratch out the word "big man."
Oh.
big,
Oh, it's a super soldier. Okay.
We don't know that yet.
or it could be a
We
giant.
don't know that yet.
Can we say for the fact that he speaks? Because
Scruffy, would you say that I know what a super
No, I'm not gonna
soldier is?
say this thing could speak.
Come on, give Cluck Cluck a voice.
No, Cluck is more adorable without a voice. Thank you.
Okay.
You're pulling a Puerto Rico.
Considering,
Okay.
by the way, we have 3 hours, Balrog is going to reluctantly show his antimatter, or what is it? His antimatter pistol to Lightshade. I understand that you're a professional with this type of stuff. It's best that a weapon is properly field stripped and cleaned and such before use.
Would you allow me to add an infusion to it? During
Marcus Gray and Cole Rivers are going outside to see if they can spot any of what the hell went on out there.
Balrog Seen is going to say over comms. Check to see if there's still any bogeys over the.
God damn it, Balrog!
You're not even in the room anymore.
I can still hear the interference over
No.
it. That's how interference
Okay.
works.
Okay, Balrog's going to walk out as they're walking away and say to them, see if you see any more bogeys over our plane. We're going to send a scouting party over to check that out soon.
As
then-
Barg finishes the sentence, like she's gonna peer his head in just so the feedback. He's gonna like hold his earpiece in the room just so as Barg finishes, the feedback occurs again.
I'm gonna go on the comm and be like, "Fucking Balrog! What how this shit works?
That wasn't.
The ears
that
are
wasn't
bleeding."
Over the comms, you're gonna hear there seems to be some kind of enormous man that is walking away. Both the spider is dead. It looks like it's just been ripped to pieces. Like there's hardly any solid thing of its left. Like its legs are all ripped off, and it's like, hey, I don't know what the hell happened to it.
I believe some history books talk
The planes are completely destroyed. Looks like the spider took those things out, and they sent this fucking thing after it. Or I don't even know what the hell this thing came from, and it seems to just be walking back off into the wilderness
I'm
right
curious.
now.
Does it bear any resemblances to the giants we have in our history books?
This thing looks like an ugly Hulk that's not green.
So
It's
no
just
resemblance.
it's like a 12-foot tall, just unbelievably buff man.
Keep yourself unseen for now.
Oh, believe me, I ain't going nowhere near that thing.
What about over the plane? Do you see any more choppers? By the way, even though
I'm
Bar's
not-
in the
I'm not close enough to the plane. I can't see the plane yet.
understood.
The battle kind of got closer to us as the spider went after it or something. I don't know. There's a lot of damage out here.
Understood.
I'll let you know once we're able to get closer.
All right.
I'm waiting for this guy to leave though.
That's a fair point.
But yeah, as like Barg gets on with this, he's going like, hey, Balky, and it's like waiting for him to answer him.
Right. Yeah. Apologies. Right. You said
he
something about
tosses him the fucking gun.
Wait, what'd you say you did?
He tossed the gun.
So did you finish making the infusion?
Yeah, it has repeating shot.
Nice. So,
So it has a +1 to its weapon. It is now a magical weapon.
okay.
And you ignore all reloading and ammo properties.
Okay.
And
How do I-
he does say that he'll toss it to you and goes, "You never have to worry about ammo again for a while. I keep it active."
That's good to know. Plus.
You can just override it if you go to your weapon. and,
Wait,
like,
why is it? Oh, it's default to radiant. I gotta make it. It's supposed to be necrotic. Boop. There we go.
Yeah, it says.
Yeah, I'm doing. Sorry, I'm doing some work on this thing. Sorry.
You're fine.
No. Okay. And then I need to make it a +1 to. How do I make it a +1 to hits?
Just remember that. I'll remind you to add a +1. Don't worry about it. If it's,
Oh! Right here. I found it.
okay, cool.
Here. Just to make sure I
You
did this
just go into the
properly.
formula and you hit +1.
Yeah. Just to make sure I did this properly. Check this out. So first off, the attack. This is not me actually. This is me testing to make sure the thing worked.
What?
+1.
Yeah,
plus
I haven't
0.
actually tested it yet, so.
No, this is correct because my dex is 0. This is correct. And damage check. Again, this is just me. This is not happening in character. This is me, Pleeps, testing to make sure I did everything right. It should be +1,
And indeed,
and it is.
It is.
All right. Scruffy, delete those. Those aren't canon. That's just me testing to make sure I did it right.
That's the way that it says necrotic, but
I
Rolls-
just now went outside to start hitting the figure out why we're doing narrative things.
Oh.
But yeah, so like shit.
I don't need to say it specifically at the table to narrate.
Yeah.
I know.
Yeah, Lisa's gonna go.
I'll take care of it just like a thing.
Be careful with that. That's a
Of
gun
course.
even I have caution with.
No,
He goes,
I'd-
antimat is a hell of a gun.
no, I wouldn't plan on using it unless the situation was dire. I've got my weapon of choice, and of course, he takes his war pistol. Like, this thing saw me through quite some good times.
As like Shade says that, he like looks in his thing, and then he places a like silver tray on one of the things. He goes, having said that, shoot. He points at the tray. He's telling you to test the gun out.
Not. Well, there are so many enemies within range.
enemies.
No fun. He pulls out the sniper. I'll show you how.
Please don't. Anyways.
So while they're talking about that, Amy,
What?
the radio said something, or the others said something about a giant. Would you be able to shed some light on that?
It's my competition.
What are you trying to contact him to ask for more information? You got to talk
No,
to him.
no.
no.
This is an in-character thing.
Yeah, in character
Yeah.
thing for
That's what I'm
for.
saying. He would have to contact the people outside who
No,
can
no,
actually
no,
see
no,
it.
No,
So
he's
I'm
asking
asking,
me.
I'm asking Amy
Yeah.
because they're from this world,
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah.
He's from it.
right? Like, at the very least, a little
yeah.
bit of information would be better.
I don't know much, but as far as I'm aware, that's my competition.
Your competition, so you don't like them then, huh?
I guess I was born to.
That's a lot of questions. This is interesting.
How strong would you say they are genuinely? Like from your knowledge.
They took down a chopper.
Well, I may not be a super genius, but let's, do a little bit of math. There are choppers completely exploded and a spider ripped to pieces, and apparently
Doesn't your
there's not
character
a scratch.
canonically not know what a chopper is called?
Yep, you're right.
Well,
But
yeah,
see, here's you guys calling it a chopper,
well, yeah, I was
so...
gonna,
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm hearing you guys say the
Yeah.
word chopper, so I'm just repeating it. Yeah.
and also, did
I don't know what the hell a chopper is. I don't know what it is, but
Actually,
you guys
did-
are saying that.
the soldiers clarify if it looked like the spiders took down the chopper, or if it was the giant?
We don't know.
We don't know. They could
Yeah.
only see the aftermath of the fight.
Yeah.
You know what? Fair. So that we would just think it would probably be
Yeah.
the giant.
No,
Okay.
no, guys. Cluck Cluck said specifically 3-1. So
Yep.
it looks like from from the homunculus Steven said 3-1. So it looks like from the aftermath of the battle, the choppers didn't kill the spider.
That's not what was asked. That was not what was asked.
No,
It was
said
asked if the giant killed the choppers.
Yeah.
Steven said 3-1. 3-1 on both. So I think that was Scruffy saying by the aftermath that like the chopper and the spider lost to the giant.
Okay.
Over the comms, you guys suddenly hear, "Hey, this guy doesn't seem to be leaving. I'm gonna move closer and see if I can see what he's doing a little better. Over.
I'm gonna say over comms. That's a horrible idea.
Would you say that though?
Balrog.
These are my friends. These are my guys.
Yeah.
Oh, you know what?
Balrog,
Actually, fair.
in the same boat is gonna be like, I need to do something.
And feedback.
No, wait, he's not in comms. That wasn't comms.
Okay.
Balrog is going to head outside.
I'm gonna say over comms. Guys, don't go after that thing. That'll rip you apart. We can figure out about it later.
And when Balrog is out of this room, he will say over comms, It's better that you focus on returning here for now. The scouting mission is useless if the scout doesn't come back alive.
Yeah, but I can see him. He's doing something, but I can't tell what it is. This is unbelievable. He seems to be ripping apart the copters and like meshing the metal together. I don't know why.
Here, I will find out what it's doing from here. I finally have.
These are like the only people in
All
our
right.
party I don't want dying.
So Balrog is going to take his spell focus off of his gun and attach it to his phone.
Okay. Well, what we got here? Okay. Contact other plane. Okay.
Oh my god.
Oh, this would be a
So
decent for us.
you're trying to get a hold of your patron?
Some patron he can just talk to whenever. And
Yeah,
honestly,
that's why I was a little confused.
No, in this case, he is looking at a spirit. It is genuinely just a spirit watching over the area. And I can ask it 5 questions if I succeed.
Okay. Yes.
I haven't made the check yet.
Oh, is there a
you
check?
gotta make the check.
Yeah. It is an intelligence. Is it a check or a saving throw? It's a saving throw.
DC saving throw. of 15.
It is 15. Beat 15, I get to make a collect call. Fail 15, I go insane.
Friend.
Oh. I like that.
There's
All right. Well,
extra
you
phone
how does this insanity work here?
It says, well insane, you can't take actions, can't understand what other creatures say, can't read, and speak only in gibberish. A greater restoration spell cast on you ends this effect.
Do any of us have that spell?
No.
I know I
I
don't.
think he probably does, but we don't.
It ends on a long rest.
We are
Quick,
so
let's do
far
it.
away.
And also, I take 66 psychic damage.
Why would you do that with a +2 to intelligence? Oh my god, no.
Because sometimes RP is more important than your.
How much health
than
do you
optimal
have?
choices. It's not gonna kill me. No.
Yeah, this whole
Okay, I
session's
was
been
gonna
pure
say.
role playing. I'm loving it.
2/3 of your damage just numb.
Oh.
It really isn't.
I'm guessing because like Lightshade's gonna.
That still hurts. Captain, I don't understand. Come again, over.
Lightshade's gonna hear this and like go into the other room to check on Bulky.
All right, and you just see him in there. He's mumbling gibberish to himself, and what? You like slumped over the chair or something? Well, there's no table in there anymore.
Yeah, but
Probably stuck in the spider webs, to be honest with you.
Yeah, Lightshade's going to turn off his comms, take Balrog's comms, and goes, your captain seems to have gone insane. It would be best if you get back here and we deal with the matter of effect.
I would like to state, by the way, Scruffy, for the record, the military guys would be aware of the spell I cast to some degree, because Balrog talks with him enough and talks about what he can do enough for them to have some idea. Just
Understood. Over.
Yeah, so come back before I have to knock out your captain, because he's currently trapped in spiderwebs.
Then why don't you come play lookout? You could see better with that damn sniper rifle of yours.
It's a great idea.
Yes, but who said I was a team player and he'll turn off the comms?
Rusty
It's-
guy's here. That guy's an asshole.
You know,
So, by the way, for the record, I am out of commission until someone casts Greater Restoration or we take a long rest.
And I don't think any of us have
Alright.
greater restoration.
the only one that might, and I don't even know if you, I doubt you have it equipped, is probably maybe Lightshade, but I'm not even sure about that.
No.
I think it would be
have-
Druid that would be most
no,
likely to
I
have it,
do
but
not
doesn't.
think-
How long does
Probably.
this thing last for? You're gibbering.
Tell a long
Long
rest.
rest.
Tell a long rest.
Oh, good God.
Yeah.
Or
no,
until someone uses greater restoration.
Yeah, I am out of the
left
game.
it, but I
I-
don't have it prepared.
So over here we have an issue of someone to scout
Ross, you're a
something.
robot.
I'm a goblin.
Doesn't sound like a robot to us.
Well, Dr. Roy Russ is going to speak up. Well, it seems that it's like the situation, the best thing that we should be doing for now is trying to avoid contact with whatever the fuck is going on outside. Try to clear away some of the shit in here. It looks like once we get this fire out of the way, this other room should be mostly clear. We can
if,
get
by the
setting
way,
up in there.
You could know Greater Restoration.
The
Who was that
scientist?
to?
Eve. That was just me telling Eve out of character.
Okay.
True, I could, but I currently do not.
Okay, good to know.
So what Lightshade is going to because in case people get ready to, in case we do decide just to rough it out and take a long rest, Lightshade is going to do two things. First, he is going to create food and water because they can't go to their fucking place without.
But yeah, by the way, Scruffy, how long has it been? Like, how far am I into this?
I mean.
Not terribly long at the moment. Because everything, I'd probably say they played cards a little bit. The guys went out to explore. He got closer, probably, about a half an hour for that. So you're probably looking at about an hour.
Okay.
Hopefully we don't do anything of note for the next day, because I'm out of the game.
You guys are quite a peculiar
That
group.
depends on the rest of the party. They're going to have to agree on stuff without you.
I mean, it seems like what we're going to be doing is setting up. This is
Yeah,
our forwarding base tonight.
Lightshade does have a tent, and Lightshade is going to reach into his bag of holding and pull out a tent.
You have an entire
Grackle, sackle, dockle.
you have an entire tent in that small bag.
Not know what.
I suggest that we split into two teams. We'll have a team that can go out and explore and find things that are near us. A team that can stay back and get this place set up to be usable for us to hopefully survive.
I think maybe we should try and make that plan when we have an even number of teams, seeing as one of us is insane, and for once it's not me. And he'll place down the tent.
You know, I may not know a lot about this group or groups in general, but even I can tell you guys are weird. You guys all talk to yourselves, and this guy's on the ground gibbering.
I mean-
Lightshade's gonna poke Balrog with like a pin. He goes, it looks like just a. Can he roll an Arcana check just to see if he can figure it out?
What? Plebes?
No, me.
He's talking about
Lightshade. Like, see if he can know that it's because of a misfire on a spell.
Oh, possibly.
Alright, let's do that. He's gonna Arcana check. Fuck that, please. 24.
Yeah.
Alright, cool. He looks at it and he goes, ah. The idiot tried to cast a spell and it backfired.
It also should be noted, you should also notice that, like, the crystal that's usually attached to my gun has been reattached to my phone.
Lightshade is going to pick up that phone.
Oh no.
My
This is-
spellcasting
this is-
focus!
This is his focus. It's a very beautiful crystal, and Lightshade is going to take the crystal off the phone and look at it.
Okay, just out of character, you better give that back. I'm kind of useless without it.
All right. Yep. Upon seeing you being an extreme dick, Dr. Lily Chen is gonna do some fantastic stuffery here.
Oh no.
Oh god.
What are they doing?
As she begins to turn you into a mouse, I need a saving throw.
Get wrecked.
It's not a very good saving throw, but yeah, like it's still.
I mean,
Oh,
And you fail.
Even if
Okay,
it's
so
the
one's
same state,
insane.
even
One's a
if it's
mouse.
the same state, driven kind of by his patron wanting to make sure he has it, Balrog instinctively goes to grab his focus, his crystal.
the focus is still by fucking Lightshade, and he wasn't gonna give it back. He was just looking at it, but because he was turned into a mouse, he grabs the shit with his mouse teeth and scampers off. This motherfucker don't take no insults.
I quickly go
Yeah,
and pick
she
up.
quickly, Dr. Lily Chen quickly casts Mage Hand
My
to bring
Steel
you back.
Defender, my Steel Defender Cluck Cluck blocks the main hand. Fuck off. And my homunculus goes to her face and blinds her. Basically
Alright.
wraps itself around her.
Alright.
And I'm gone.
Well, at this point, now knowing that you have their buddy's spell focus, the military men are going to begin chasing you around the room. I need you to do a dexterity saving throw to avoid their clutches.
Goddammit. It's an 8.
You are unable to avoid their clutches.
And as a reminder, no, it isn't innate, because this would be the mouse's stats.
Oh shit, what's the mouse?
Oh, you know what? You're right.
probably worse
wait.
than yours. You have a +4.
Uh,
Hold up.
Either
hold
way,
up.
it would still be
Can I-
less.
Hold up. Can I still cast spells while I'm a mouse? Does it say
No.
I can't?
No.
Specifically cannot.
Some bullshit.
It even says, you can use this. Oh, no, we're looking at the wrong thing.
You can use class features, but that's it.
Squeak, squeak, motherfucker.
Oh wait, class features? Hold up, what's my class features? Might be able to do something with this.
I think the only things it can do for the most part is with the Steel Defender, I think.
No, I can add a +5. Would a +5 give me enough?
You can. That's a feature?
That's a fucking class feature. I can add a +5 to a saving throw. It's called
Oh,
a Flash
oh,
of
okay.
Genius.
That would take you up to a 13, which still would not be the 15 that you need. Anyways.
But it doesn't say. It doesn't say I can only do it on one.
I'm pretty. No, that's how Flash of Genius works. I'm pretty sure you can only do it once.
It's two,
Like,
rolls.
once per
Usually
turn.
Either way,
5 turns.
Dr. Li Chin is busy with your stupid cluck cluck.
No, she's
So-
busy. She's busy with Steven. I spit the focus out at Cluck Cluck, who is now free because she's blinded by Steven. Cluck Cluck takes the focus.
There's a lot of focus on this.
Free.
It's a lot of focus on this.
You all are so
Cluck Cluck
foolish.
blocked the mage hand, but Steven blocked her, so she lost line of sight, and the mage hand would no longer be viable. So so Cluck Cluck takes the thing.
You would have to roll against the military guys because they got it from you.
No, they picked me up. I had it in my mouth.
Don't swallow it.
No, he spit it out at Cluck Cluck, who stole it.
Oh. Where's Cluck Cluck positioned?
I feel, by the way, I need to point out, by the way, it's an orb.
Nice.
So it rolls.
Hey. Lightshade was just looking at it, and he was in character. Was actually about to actually do a medicine check on you, and then this shit happened.
I mean, you already know that a spell backfired, causing me to lose my mind.
Yeah, but he was gonna see if he could try and stabilize you to where you won't hurt yourself.
All right.
But that was Lightshade's plan, and then Scruffy was like, "No, they think you're being a dick."
Alright.
So now Lightshade's like,
Upon all the chaos that is going off, Dr. Roy Russ is going to fire his pistol as a warning shot. He's going to shout, "Enough!"
Thank you, Doctor. Frank, I was about to do the same thing.
We are not
So hearing
children.
the shot, hearing a bullet be fired, he's gonna peek out the window and he's gonna be like, "What the fuck?"
We are here to
Is there anyone in
unravel
there?
mysteries.
Funny enough, Lightshade is going to squeak in mocking. Squeak. He's like in a fucking mouse form. It's like you want him not to be. It's like he was turned into a mouse.
Dr. Roy Russ is going to look over at Dr. Li Chen, point at you, and say, "Undo that immediately." To which you'll be released from your mousy form.
Light Shade is gonna fucking flash this thing off and goes, and he's gonna take the orb, put it back on the phone, and goes, if you idiots would have just left me alone, I was going to try and make sure he didn't hurt himself. And he puts the phone back in his pocket. I was just checking out a focus.
Yeah, it's best
He's
not
a
to say
patient right
play with
now.
things that aren't yours, says Dr. Lily Chin.
Yeah, you know me, my whole thing.
I mean,
She's a very
Yeah.
serious and stubborn woman.
And as he is saying that, he is going to, like, basically get Balrog from the webs, tie his hands up so he can't hurt himself, and throw him on the sleeping bag. Like, put him on the sleeping bag he has in his tent.
All right.
Like, as long as he's in there, he can't hurt himself, which would have been done sooner if you didn't jump to conclusions. So
I was gonna ask over the
Yeah.
radio to see if anyone can come help him. Guys, it's really fucking boring in here. Also,
I'm
does anyone
going-
have a portable charger? My phone's about to die.
We still need to go back and try to recover whatever we can from the plane, but first we need to make sure that Buff dude, I guess, is gone. What the fuck is going on in this place?
Fucking Light Shade's gonna call Steven! He's like, go check and see if that big motherfucker's still there. He's like, gonna send him out. He's a bird and a chicken. This dude's fun.
I love the chicken man.
Click looks awesome.
They come back after about 20 minutes,
Okay.
and they draw an arrow pointing to the west.
Where did their plane crash?
Yeah, our plane crashed to the east, correct, Scruffy?
I thought it was northwestish.
Well, the west is where the choppers were coming from.
Or no, northeast,
right.
northeast.
So,
Yeah.
yeah, so, like, he's gonna, oh, okay.
Right,
Okay,
never
what-
eats Eggo waffles.
What?
It-
I'm gonna do a quick recap of what you guys saw. Let me check my notes real quick. When you guys were coming in, the west was the city, the north was mountains, the east was the forest, and to the south was some islands.
Okay, so Lightshade is gonna see it and goes, oh, the giant is moving towards the city. He's heading west.
Still, it'd be best to stay out of sight. Which of us can try to be great at staying hidden? I know I'm pretty decent at it.
Lightshade goes, I got you there. He goes, fuck y'all. He
Your steel defender is mimicking like pulling something behind him.
Whoa. Okay, hold on. Yeah, Lightshade goes. Lightshade rears around. Is like, what you got, buddy?
No, they're talking
Oh.
about the.
Oh no. So the homunculus is pulling something behind him. That's who was sent out.
The-
Steven, my bird. I have a mechanical bird and I have Cluck Cluck.
Oh, you have too many fucking things, man.
No, I'm not having you spawn Steven. I'm not having you spawn Steven. Steven's like mainly roleplay. He won't see much of combat. Because I know like having 3 turns will be very aggravating to keep track of. So like Steven's just mainly a scout type of creature.
Also, Steven is your bonus action.
No, he
if
has
you
an
use them.
initiative. He has the initiative same as me. That's what it says on the sheet.
Oh, I
He
know
act-
one of them goes on your bonus action. I think it's your skill defender.
Steven's the bird. Cluck Cluck is the
It's
fucking
the
bird.
chicken.
Is the chicken,
Yeah.
which is the steel
Okay,
defender,
I'll
right?
I'll say this. Steven is a raven. How about that? Steven's a raven.
Nevermore.
He's a mechanical raven that I made.
He's basically his familiar.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm getting the
It's a-
two names confused, especially because they're both fucking birds.
Sorry, you had a bird one and it was too cute. I would have chosen the wolf one if fucking the bird one wasn't this fucking adorable. But
Yeah,
the,
the-
the fucking chicken is adorable. So and it's like the homunculus has to be a bird type. I can't make it anything else. The homunculus is a bird.
yeah, I get it.
But yeah, so okay, so he goes.
Oh,
Oh,
So,
he is-
retcon that. Your person is not miming that because he can't do that.
No, Steven does. He has wings. He can. He has talons and stuff. He can do it.
he
He's a smart
comes
bird.
back and he's like pushing a pebble.
Oh, he goes, oh, so he's pushing that huge pile of the stuff he was doing with the choppers, as you said over the radio. He's pushing it west.
Oh no. If Balric was saying right now, he'd say something.
So he's heading to the city with the ball of metal you saw him make. And he's like talking to the military dudes.
Yes.
Playing Katamari Damacy.
After Roy Russ is saying, yes, we definitely need to go check on our supplies and see if he took our shit with him.
I don't think.
Steven, did he fuck with the ship? Go!
I mean,
It
Ross,
started
now.
jumping up and down.
Is that a yes, Steven?
Yeah, it's nodding its head and jumping up and down.
Okay, so so he looks back and goes, it's fucked with our ship.
Hmm.
So our ship is probably in scrambles. We will probably only get a couple things out of it. And he will look at Lacey. He goes, "If you go, it's like, cause let me look at invisibility for a second. Where I have to see you, where I just have to concentrate.
Not being seen.
I think
is
it's just
one
concentrate.
The spell ends for a target that attacks or casts a spell. It's just concentration up to an hour. So he goes, before you go, and he's going to cut Lacey's shoulder and cast invisibility on her.
I just want to say, for the record, this has gone nothing like I thought it was going to. Okay.
Hey, that's the fun of being a DM. You make
That's
this
exactly
awesome
what-
thing up, and then it goes opposite fucking direction.
I mean, I know what Scruffy was planning on doing it, but there was no way two of our characters was gonna let them do it that way.
Mine would have.
Yeah, yours would have, but both me and Kiri's character have investment in these guys' actual personal.
These
Right.
are the only fucking people that my character is connected to in any way.
The
and
military
cares
guys
about.
are the most likely people to survive in given situations.
I just want y'all to understand, in character, the backstory, he hates all of these fuckers because they are keeping him at arm's length. Like he has no. Y'all had a choice. He has no fucking choice in anything he does. Like they treat this dude like shit, but like everyone here has made this fucker insane. All the government people, like he became insane doing missions for him. So he's like, I'm just gonna fuck with everyone. So he doesn't give a shit. It's like you've all chose to join, and he's like, I didn't fucking choose, and they ignored him. He's like, fuck you.
By the way, just to give you an idea of what the military people would know, they would know Balric's a warlock. They would not know who Balric's patron is, though.
So,
This is information Balric would have shared with them at some point in conversation.
so do you cast invisibility on me?
Oh
I mean,
yes,
just
no,
like-
I already cast invisibility.
Right, I was waiting to see it in the
You
chat.
You are invisible up to an hour. I don't cast invisibility. It doesn't really matter because there's not a save.
It's more like showing that you used a spell slot.
Oh, do you keep track of your spells through D&D and Beyond instead of
I'm
Forge?
so used to it. So when I update Forge, I'll have to like delete a spell slot because it's just what happens.
Oh, okay, that makes more sense.
You
I
just
don't-
click on them
why
through
do I-
Forge. It's easier.
Why am I missing one on Forge? I didn't use.
To give you an idea, by the way, when you update your character sheet on Forge, if you have everything set, it automatically puts everything in that was in D&D Beyond.
Yeah. Well, no, it's weird.
So
'cause
if you have
I'm
your,
first
if you have
level
your spell
spell.
slots clicked, then it will click them for you and everything.
So-
Yeah,
So,
Scruffy,
it was
how-
weird though because I was missing a first level spell, but I've only used shield once. I missed 2 first level spells, and the only thing I used was shield once. So I was like, why am I missing? that?
So, Scruffy, how
didn't you use something else?
No, the only first level spells I have are heroism, cure wounds, and shield. I only have 3 first levels.
Scruffy, how far would you say the ship
Oh,
is?
yeah, it was branding smite, and that's a second level. That's what I was.
Yeah, that's a
thinking.
second level. Yeah.
Gotcha.
Brandon Smite's a second, so that's why I'm confused.
Okay, so anyway, Ross, what were we saying?
There.
How far is the ship in comparison to like this building?
Comparison to this building.
Like how far away is it?
It's
like,
probably,
time-wise?
To get there on foot, it's about like
We were able to get there in one combat.
yeah.
That's also
Like
true.
So-
yeah.
it's pretty close to the building.
Okay.
Just saying, if you want a speed
I mean-
run, I have literal insane movement speed.
I have decent movement speed.
Luckily for you, they're not focused on you right now because they just see this giant spider and assume that everything's
Also,
dead
she's
in here.
invisible.
So, all right. Is there anything in particular I should be looking for to
Just
try to
saying,
bring
when I
him back?
say insane movement speed, I mean 90 feet per 6 seconds.
Damn.
Okay, mechanically, things that we need. Well, we need everything. Really, everything that we came in here, we had a purpose for. But we might as well go on and get out there and see what we
Yeah.
can
Well,
do.
Lightshade's going to take off his bag of holding and hand it to Lazy. He's like, just put essential shit in this.
All right.
You know what? That's a nice bag. All right, I grab the bag from him. I'll try to be
Pretty good
quick,
bag.
and I start going towards the door. Where was the door? It was down here.
Fun little factoid, by the way, about bags of holding. If it ain't
Yeah.
yours, you can't pull things out of it because you have to concentrate on what you're pulling out to get something out of it.
that's the thing though. Lacey's not pulling things out of it. Lacey's putting.
I know. I'm just giving fun trivia.
I actually did not know that. Actually,
Yeah, I knew
you know what?
because it has to be
It's,
the holding.
it's a shame that we introduced Zeeb's character when we did, because now would be a great time to introduce his character, to be honest.
Hey, Scruffy, do you want to just drag me outside the building just so it's quicker than just going all the
Well,
way
there's
around?
gonna be a group of people that's going out there with you, more or less.
Oh,
Why-
I thought I was going by
why-
myself.
The
Like-
Oh
point of this
hell
was
no! They ain't letting
No.
nobody go out by
Lacey-
themselves with shit that they're
but
seeing
they-
in here.
They can't see Lacey, and Lacey also has a bag of holding.
Right, like I'm invisible.
Lacey's invisible.
You
Yeah,
can still
Lacey's
see
invisible.
footprints, but yeah, good point.
Yep.
Yeah,
Lacey has
invisibility
bag
isn't
of
foolproof,
holding.
but
Right, I know
Alright.
it's not foolproof.
It's not foolproof, but it's a good chance. And like also, she has a bag of holding where she can store almost all of the shit.
Oh.
All right, so I'm dragging you out there, and in the meantime, for the first time of the group, this guy right here, the one that's moving, Troy Trasher, is going to come up and speak for the first time and be like, "Yeah, this is totally awesome, guys. This is
Shut
what I
the fuck
signed
up,
up for. Oh man, this is amazing. I've wanted to go on an amazing adventure, and here we are doing battle with giant fucking spiders and shit. Who knows what's next? This is just what I signed up for."
Cluck cluck, kick him in the nuts.
He pulls out his gun and points it at your cluck cluck, and he's like, "No."
Steven
Oh,
comes out of
I was
nowhere
about to
and
take a
fucks him in
drink,
the
man.
nuts.
Frolic goes out of commission for 1 second, and everyone is firing their guns like crazy. Which is exactly what Frolic was trying to avoid.
I'm
Just
outside
like-
with them, by the way.
Yeah,
Oh,
well,
let-
Right.
let me establish some characters.
yeah, I know. That was a joke. Yeah, he doesn't tell Cluck cluck to kick him in the nuts.
Scruffy, will you drag me out there with them, please?
Why are you
Why-
outside?
Why are you outside? They're invisible. Don't be outside.
Then never mind.
No, she wants to go outside. That's her
No,
decision.
no,
She's
no.
go
Why are you
outside.
going outside?
No,
outside.
Cluck cluck
No,
kicks her down to the ground. She's tiny.
Remember, she's
Kill her.
like, remember, she's a fucking fairy that like fits in your hand.
Right,
okay?
she's
Like,
tiny.
Literally.
Cluck cluck eats her.
Steve, can I ask, like,
Your character's dead.
can I ask seriously, why is your character going outside? Like, what's the goal here?
Honestly, don't know.
Oh my god, you said you take me outside without a plan.
maybe she's just annoyed of you guys and just flies out the window to get some air and away from you.
That is
people.
exactly what she's doing.
I mean,
Yeah.
fair. I mean, absolutely fucking fair.
All right.
Alright.
All right. Well, anyways, Axel, the first thing you're gonna notice is I deleted the wall right here, but you see this section of wall right here
Uh-huh.
that you can now see through.
Yeah.
That's where the spider broke out from. So that wall's gone now. So that's something that you would notice. All right, we're gonna bring you back over here.
Alright, I'm
Bring
done.
me back
You've
over
been
there.
fucking with fire enough.
Bring me back over there.
Thank
please.
you,
I thought
thank
they were
you.
outside.
God
I was
damn.
like,
That
I
was
was
so...
like brought back.
Anyone got a
Do you
portable
think
charger
the-
on them?
I mean, technically, Balrog's spell focus works as one.
All right.
Yeah, but you wouldn't be able to tell me that.
Nope.
What you got for that? All right, Ross. You
I
come
don't know where
out.
I'm trying to go help.
You come out to the out to where the wreckage of the plane is. You can tell that, as I said before, there's complete destruction over here. Things are shot to pieces. Your plane itself has been ripped to shreds. Okay. so are the helicopters and everything that was nearby. It looks like that this dude just gathered up anything that could possibly be reused and just meshed it together and drug it away. Where you can see an enormous drag outline of an extremely wide ball that has just been dragged across to the west.
They went. I'm saying this to myself, like in my head. They weren't really kidding about this thing being giant if it left these kind of marks on the ground. I go over to the destroyed plane to see if I can scout around and see if I can find any like crates or anything that we took with us, like anything that could have been left behind.
Do an investigation roll. Let's see what you find.
Oh, investigation. Okay.
Wow, this is really the mission I should have been on.
I really don't want to.
19.
Oh, that works.
Yeah, that's a beautiful roll right there.
Beautiful, beautiful,
All right.
beautiful.
Sadly enough, most anything that was metal is gone. So all the research equipment, all the weapons are gone. But your food is left behind. Although the crates that are in it seem to be a little bit more worse for wear. But you do still have your food supply.
All right. So how does the bag of holding work? If it's bigger than the bag of holding, can I put like the crate into the bag of holding or no?
The bag of holding has a weight limit, and that's the only thing that determines what to
Oh,
put
does
in.
it? What's the weight limit?
Let me look at my inventory.
I did not even realize that. I've never seen a bag of holding. So,
500 pounds.
oh, 500 pounds. Okay.
Oh yeah.
But how many
considering
pounds do you already have in there?
Nothing, as far as I know.
Yeah,
Oh, is this your bag, Light?
Yeah, it's,
Yeah, this
it's
is my
Light's
bag.
bag.
Oh, okay. This is Light's bag. So he's probably got like what, 10 pounds of components in there for the spell
Probably.
stuff. That's it right now.
Okay.
Yeah, 10 pounds of components for that and like some shit for like potions and stuff. But
How much would you say
that wouldn't equal.
How much would you say one of these crates weigh, Scruffy?
Probably about 50 pounds a piece.
Okay.
So yeah,
I
you
wouldn't
could,
even
yep.
say it equals 100.
yeah, you could bring all the food back with you.
All right.
All of it.
Yeah.
It takes me a little bit of time, but I get the food crates into the bag of holding, and I actually go over. I go on. So are the helicopters like destroyed, or is it like the plane where it's like it's very damaged, but like if you looked hard enough, it looks like there could be items.
It is like all the outline. Like you can barely recognize it as a plane. Like it's just some scrap metal now.
Right, I'm
of
talking
what's
about that for
left.
the helicopters. Also, how many
Oh,
were there?
there was two that were fighting the spider. There was a third one, but that one flew away. And but no, those are gone too.
Like those are just completely gone. Like
Yeah, he mashed up like all the metal and squeezed it together into a big gigantic ball and literally drug away
okay.
2 helicopters worth of weight and a plane on top of that.
Okay.
Drug it away.
The only reason was I was gonna like go over there to see if there's anything I could salvage from that over there as well. But if it's like that kind of damage, I'm not gonna do that because it probably isn't gonna be anything. So I'm
doing that to specifically emphasize just how strong this motherfucker is.
right. But now that I'm able to see, okay, this is how much damage that giant thing could do. So I travel back with the bag of holding, still trying to be as silent as possible. So if anything is still out here, it'd be very hard to find me. How can you drag me back into the room?
I found my way back.
All right.
Thank you.
And from here, you guys, I want it's 1 o'clock, so I want everybody to just go ahead and just take 5 minutes, use the bathroom.
I don't-
use
Alright, that's
snack,
fine.
whatever.
That's fine. I
You
get
can't
I
take-
get back.
Well, you don't
as-
want to, but I want to. Okay,
Don't
I
do
need,
that.
I
You
need,
don't
I
I
want
need
to
a
do.
drink
Cigarette.
I want
and
to
stuff.
do.
Okay, yeah, I only hit my cigarette a couple times earlier. How else do you want that?
I know I put my own
Ooh.
self in this mess, but let's please take a long rest soon.
That's perfectly a viable option. There's no reason that you guys couldn't say that you spend a little bit of time cleaning up, except for Balric, and then afterwards take a long rest. Like
Alright. That's
I'm
that's
done.
I'm down with
perfectly
that.
reasonable here in this situation,
I would
especially in
enjoy
the
my
environment
spell
that we are in.
slots.
So we long resting then? We long resting?
I would enjoy my spell slots back, yes.
I would
Yeah, I
also
would-
enjoy my spell slots back.
I just like the fact Lacey gets back Lightshade the bag and he looks at it and goes, I control all of the food now.
way that light,
He
the way
immediately
long
pulls
rest
it out of the
is
bag.
the way long rests are going to be working here is for the most
Guys,
agree.
wait
You're
till
in a
Stephanie explains
secure
before you press
report.
buttons.
No one's pressing buttons. Oh, someone is.
Axel and Miathra have
He said we're
longer-
taking a long rest.
Hold up,
Yes.
he's explaining how long rests work.
Oh no, they work, like a long rest does. I'm just saying, like, why you guys are out in the wilderness and not in a secure place, you will not be able to long rest. It'll be short rests only.
So not even having someone take watch, just no walk, long rest period. Okay. But this is a secure place?
Yeah, like if you want to fight, you'll have to find somewhere secure because there's just too much danger out there.
Okay, good news, Zeep. My smiley face necklace has reset its charges.
Nice. So, but wait,
4.
did it have more than 3 before?
4.
Oh.
4 is the max.
Nice.
1 was used.
Nice.
Oh, my head. Ugh, I gotta be careful about that. And then Bark's gonna, of course, attach his crystal back to
you're
his
tied
gun.
up. You're tied up.
Get out of
So-
it. He's gonna.
So
Okay.
how are you guys rating the beginning here? Because this is not going according to my plan already, but I'm already loving it. So it's like,
I'll give it a 9 out of 10.
I mean, I know that
I
you
agree.
said you planned for us to have the plane.
yeah, I wasn't expecting the spiders to get involved, and then the spider to take out the copter, which would poke the city to send out one of the soldiers to see what the fuck happened to the helicopters.
I mean,
Yeah, like-
I think it's better than risking our NPCs dying in the spider fight to lose
Yeah.
resources.
No, this is. Yeah.
I want them to die. I need them to die. There's too many of them. They need to die.
Yeah, you're going to
I mean,
need to
like-
find a better way to kill them off because as long as we can, at least as long as Balric can, he's going to prevent it.
Oh, I know you guys are actively going to try to prevent it, which is what I love. But I'm still going to be actively trying to kill these guys. Like,
The only guys that I'm actively trying.
I was trying to
Trying
kill
to not
off the
get killed
two
are
people who
military
went
guys.
outside, but you guys are like, no. I was like, oh, they know what I'm doing.
That is, yeah. I knew that's what was happening. I'm
Yeah.
like, "Don't go to the super soldier.
I'm back.
What the fuck, Scruffy?
yeah.
At least be subtle about trying to kill him.
Yeah. I will say this: there is a way that you could have probably let Balric let this slide. There was a way you could have.
I mean, there probably is a way, but I also want to stay in
Yep.
character with the characters. And as the two military men, they would be willing to risk getting a little closer.
Yeah, no. Balric would not have stopped them from getting closer if the doctor had told them there was important secret intel in that plane.
No, it was just research equipment because they didn't know what they might need to survive here. Food supplies, water, stuff like that.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, you would have also found some water, some kegs of water too.
Yeah.
Oh,
Like,
on the plane. On the
But
plane?
before everyone takes a long rest, Lightshade is just going to reach into the bag of holding because they have like 19 strength. He's gonna just like take all the crates out easily. It's like here we go, here we go.
Wait, so hold on. You said there was water. You said there was crates of like water bottles. Well, I'm assuming water bottles.
Yes.
Okay, yeah, I
Yeah,
got.
he's saying you
I'm just
grabbed
kidding.
them.
Basically,
cool.
like small containers of water.
So we-
water. Well, I guess water bottles would essentially be what they are on
Right.
ours. But
So you said we're good to take a long rest.
yes, you
Okay.
guys are quite good to take a long rest.
Which means that Balric gets to be sane again.
As
Yes,
well.
Balric
yeah.
can be
Oh,
seen.
Don't-
by the way, I am ruling that the after effect of this spell, like when you get back from the long rest, is like a hangover.
Yeah.
You know, I like that.
Lightshade's gonna Lightshade after the long rest is done. He's gonna like peer in the tent and go, "You okay, buddy?" And so he's gonna
I'm
walk
fine.
over.
I'm
All right,
fine.
he's gonna cut the ropes off of Bart.
All right, and as soon as that happens, Balric's gonna reattach the focus to his gun.
Oh,
hang on, let's wait till we come back from
I know.
break.
Yeah, let's wait. Let's wait for that.
Okay.
Yeah, we're on break.
Okay,
There
hold on.
is a mechanic.
Wait. I'll see you back in a second.
It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go grab a snack then, I guess.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
what I was saying. Like,
Yeah.
I'm almost done already
Sadly-
because I've already been out here.
Sadly,
But
sadly, I don't have any snacks unless I want to decide to snack on mints.
I got a lot of utility back from that long rest.
I
Did
don't
you
get.
use anything?
No.
Yeah.
I don't get. Honestly, I don't get super much from resting, other than Fury of the Small, which is only 4
You
damage.
get health back. You're a martial class. You don't get anything
Either
back
way,
from a long rest.
All
from
15
Right.
of your people will not be staying with you guys. I want you guys to be aware of that at all times. There's going to be people who stay at the base no matter what.
Oh, so we're making this place into a. You know, that makes sense.
I mean, I'm sure
Yeah,
a lot of the
that's the whole point of clearing
researchers
it
and
out.
shit-
So, well, you guys had a safe place to stay, long rest, build up anything that you guys need, unless you guys lose this place, which that could happen.
I mean, fair.
We already had one wall busted out. I deleted the wall, made it smaller, so. And I'll redo and re-import the maps as we're redesigning things. So next week when you guys come in and I say that it's cleaned up and stuff, there won't be the spider webs and all that
Right.
shit in here.
There is the one bad part about this long rest, or not unfortunate, not bad, is, and I'm gonna have to double check with Pleeps for how the mechanic works. But you know how we got that temporary shield for that short rest? I think it has to be in line of sight, and since he's in a tent, I don't think we would get it. I'm not quite sure how it works.
I'm not gonna be super specific about that.
Oh, so
you guys will get your temporary HP. The whole reason that you guys are level 10 and getting all this stuff anyways is because I'm fucking throwing crazy shit at you.
mainly because
I'm back.
Oh, okay.
I'm back. Did you say that the temporary AP reapplies? Because it does.
Yes, that's what
that
I was
was-
saying.
Yep.
He was like, well, he's in a tent and maybe it's line of sight. I was like, I'm not
Like,
gonna
I'm
hold
not quite
that
sure how
against
the ability
stuff like
works.
It is not line of sight.
Oh, is it not?
Nope.
Okay, I wasn't quite sure how that ability properly worked.
Yeah,
Since mainly because I haven't played a warlock.
What was it? 10 HP?
Yeah, 10 HP for them.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you got 10 temporary HP on top of your max HP. So
Whenever
Yeah.
it is, we choose up to 5 creatures I can see at the end of
Dude,
the rest.
do you have any idea how much that honestly helps some of these NPCs?
It doesn't apply to the NPCs.
No?
I mean,
well,
again,
It can only apply up to 5 people.
I mean, you can give
Right,
it.
you
Oh.
could choose. You could
Yeah.
choose to. You could choose
Yeah.
to, but the real question is, would
I was
Maybe
making things.
NPCs that I actually plan on sticking around, they're kind of tanky. They can take a bit of damage, but the other ones are fodder.
Fair enough. I mean, if I was being honest, Balrog would probably realistically give it to the military guys, but I was keeping things simple and giving it to the party.
Yeah.
Which
Give it to the military guys as Dazel or Axel.
Azazel?
I know Axel is Axel.
even I caught on to that one.
4, 5.
Might as well just replace him. Wait, no, Carrie's gonna be like, oh, I need my bard. Ben soon, so. So, anyways.
1, 2,
I mean,
3.
Bard is a very versatile class.
It is. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
I'm
I can.
back
1,
where
2,
everybody else
3,
is.
4, 5. Yeah, I can give it to exactly the whole party. By the way, the temporary HP. I have 5 of those I can give,
Right.
plus the 15 for myself. So keeping things simple, the party gets it.
Nice.
And just double check it. This does increase, but it's only by, like, if you were to level up again in Warlock, we would only get 1 extra temporary hit point, right? Isn't that how it works?
What? Let me see. It's equal to your warlock level plus your charisma modifier. Correct.
Okay. I mean, unless you get an item that would boost your charisma even further, which,
Yeah.
who knows? If
I
it
mean,
would
when
or
they
not.
do have items like that, they normally will say you can't go past 20 with this item, or maybe a maximum of 22 with this item.
Right.
Most of those,
They kinda have
most of
limits.
most of the items though do let you go past 20. But that's
Yeah,
being said,
well,
some
I'm saying there are some that have limits. So it will specifically say on the item, like you can't use this item to go past 20 or whatever.
Right.
All right. Yeah. So are we back? We back?
I am back.
I'm good. Eve, are you making
No.
food?
No, I'm
I
not.
never left.
Okay.
I also never left.
Light,
All
are
right.
you, Light, are you here?
I ate food while you guys were turning into mouses and shit.
I mean, hey, fair.
I think
Um,
Shadow
it-
said he'd be back in time.
Come on.
Oh, he
He
did
involved
that.
the role. You're a tabaxi. You should have been like chasing the mouse and shit, and your instincts.
I'm not a
like-
tabaxi. You fucking. I mean, I guess I could have. I could have like you know
know, you
played into
are-
cat instincts.
You're a cat person.
Yeah, you should. You really should have just started chasing after him. In
Yeah, but I
all
was also
honesty.
far down in the hallway and I was sitting down. So I
Oh,
wasn't
you know
paying
what? That
attention.
you know he does have a point. So maybe he wasn't in line
They're
of sight.
lazy. They're a lazy tabaxi.
I was just,
Alright,
waiting for something to happen.
I
So
wait for,
anyways,
hopefully,
You
like
guys
expected.
take a long rest while some of the people go out to begin, cleaning out some of the spider webs in the room, which does take a while.
My head.
I bet you tried to do something and it backfired on you.
Yeah,
You were
that's.
babbling like an idiot for quite a while there. It's
Yeah,
actually a little annoying.
I often forget the toll that one takes on me.
What are you guys talking about?
I suppose I should explain. You see, I have been given a little gift by someone. The gift allows me, well, to do most of anything you've seen me doing lately.
Allows you to speak gibberish.
That too, yes. It
Nice
allows
one,
me to project images out of my gun, to, well, a lot of things. And one of those gifts I was given is the phone number of various gods, basically.
Phone number of gods?
For gods.
Well, demigods, spirits, the dead, those types of
Now,
people.
now I understand why you moved your magic thing to your phone. I was wondering what you were doing. Now I understand it.
Yeah, that's how I'm flavoring that spell. Yeah.
I
You know what?
love the flavoring of
I
that
love that. I absolutely fucking love that.
all I gotta do is attach my little thingamajiggy here to my phone. Then I go into a special app that only exists when it's attached, and then I pick which number I want to dial, and I dial. However, the realm of the gods and such is a very convoluted realm, and if you don't prepare your ears properly, it literally hurts you to listen to what they say.
Hmm.
And yesterday, I did not prepare my ears properly. Ow.
well, it sounds like you should work on perfecting your craft of ear cleaning before trying to talk with demons or whatever.
I mean, to be fair, we've had a little bit of an issue with a lot of static in our ears recently due to some people trying to talk when within 5 feet.
Okay, I apologize for that.
Lightshade goes, oh, you mean like this? Hello!
No! Please, I have a headache.
I love how I just don't have a fucking earpiece, so I'm just looking at you all like you're fucking insane.
Lightshade grabs Bulwark's earpiece, puts it in Zeeb's character's ear. I forget how his name goes. Hello!
And I have fucking cat hearing, so my ears are just fucking bleeding.
Boris is gonna quickly try and take that back and put it back in his ear. Do not touch another man's equipment.
Hey, doctor, question about these earpieces. Is there a way to change the frequency on them? In the vein of not volume, but like.
I know
the,
what you mean. I know
right.
what you mean.
Yes,
Yeah.
you can change frequencies and change to a different frequency for private conversations. Yes.
You
Can
should have
Can you
explained
show-
that before.
can you show
Like,
me
I
how to
want
do
I
that?
thought that was common knowledge. Aren't you in the military?
They weren't using this stuff when I was in the military. I even said as much.
I'm not a military
I
person
think it was
at
a more
all.
recent thing.
I'm not a military person
Alright.
at all. I'm just a good shot.
Yeah,
Lad,
you're
I
back
want
to
you
the
to-
walkie-talkie day. Got it. Even walkie-talkies had frequency.
We didn't even really use walkie-talkies much. We more used other means when needed to communicate.
Lightshade's gonna look to the doctor and goes, you never gave me this before. Y'all sent me on missions. Y'all expected me not to come back.
Lad, I want
Also,
you to know
Ross,
you
by the
just
way,
gave me
isn't your
character
character's whole
here.
thing that they snuck onto this mission?
Yeah, that's specifically why I wonder. That's what.
Which I
was trying
like.
to- I was trying to see if they would
I
catch
did
that.
tell you, it didn't really make sense because they wouldn't really care that you snuck onto the mission. They'd be like, "Whatever, come on, let's
But that's the
let's
thing.
go."
Is Ross's character doesn't know that they wouldn't care.
Right.
Yeah, I know.
It's more of this is a moment where my character had slipped, but ever so slightly, and they tried to hope like, okay, maybe let's see if anyone caught on.
For someone with +5
Yeah.
intelligence, you seem to
Well,
be
anyways,
pretty
I don't
dumb.
know what you're talking about, Light. We're talking about I sent you out on this. What your military people did with you before is not anything to do with me. This is me going in and saying, I want to go into this hole. This is all privately funded by me.
Right. Speaking of, it's I don't know what happened after I went out last night. So did anyone get a status on the plane?
Yes,
plane
I.
spot. We got supplies.
Yeah, we got.
Giant went back to city.
I was able to scavenge some supplies. Yeah, I had a really good angle of the damage. Yeah, it would take us possibly like years to even attempt to fix the plane. Let
Is there even a
alone,
plane to fix?
let alone the
Like, out of
helicopter.
character, I'm asking, is there even a plane to fix, Ross?
Well, I mean, we'll have to scavenge a lot of parts.
No,
I mean,
No.
Right.
The answer to that is no.
Okay.
Like, yeah, like
Right.
that's not fixing. That would be building a new plane, which
Yeah.
your character would have no expertise on.
Oh, absolutely.
I will.
Even though,
No, your best bet is
Right.
stuff now.
Well,
as well as the helicopters
hey,
are no longer
Light
there.
Shades,
Yeah.
we need to answer a question.
Yeah.
This is, with the plane gone, we're going to need to know another method of escape. Your little robot thing, are you able to build a new one if we have to? The chicken I'm talking about.
You asked me if I could build a new Still Defender?
Yes, is that what it's called?
Yes. What are you
Well-
planning to do to Cluck Cluck?
Well, what I want to know is if my going home bullets work or not. I thought they would work.
You can do that to Steven. Steven is easily resummonable. Like, he's easily remade, and like he shows like a black gem.
Well,
Like,
double checking. Where
Take more effort to rebuild.
Yeah, Cluck Cluck would take a lot of effort.
where did you originally make Steven?
Oh, in the lab of the government facility.
Okay, yes, that'll work. All right. Bart is going to go up to Steven.
He doesn't
Bart,
have
how
his
are we
cocaine
even
feet.
supposed to know if this works? It's not like
Well-
we can confirm.
Because
We can. The way this works is either in a minute Steven will be at home, or a minute Steven will be right back where I shot him. Those are the two possibilities. All right. Going home shot.
what's Cluck Cluck's charisma?
Well, Stevens?
Not Cluck Cluck, Stevens. Yeah. What's the charisma?
Would Steven
it'd
resist?
probably be a flat 0, wouldn't it?
It's a -2 actually.
Oh, so he has to
All
roll
right,
a
so
nat 20.
roll a d20 and we'll just take away 2.
Let's see what happens.
Got
Alright.
0. He's solid. A solid 0.
And now, we wait a minute while I focus on this. Either Steven comes back, in which case these aren't going to be a good way of escape, or Steven doesn't, in which case we need to escape. We have a means.
So since you have to focus on that, I'm guessing we can't play cards.
Not at the moment.
Ah.
All right, we wait a minute.
I just want
You
to
play hot potato.
This does, for an official minute, make him disappear, and he's
Yeah.
gone for a full minute, right?
Gone for the full minute. He either goes back right where he left, or returns to his plane of origin.
Okay. I just want to make sure I have this spell correct.
Yeah.
Read through it. All right. So what you guys see is Bulric casts banishment
Pointing the
on.
gun and just.
Yep. Just blasts away the bird. Bird vanishes, and after 1 minute, it re-vanishes.
Like it reappears.
It
It
re-vanishes.
reappears.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say.
Crap. Well, I'm sorry to say, Doctor, my original escape plan will not be successful.
Well, at least we know, and we don't have to learn that the hard way in an emergency situation.
That's why I figured we should do the test now.
Yes. Good effort.
Okay, Balrog's putting the gun in the holster.
Ryan Lee, the big guy over here with the bird, is going to come up with the bird, with the beard. His beard gives you the bird. Tiny.
I can see that as like a
he's
wizard.
He's gonna come up and he's gonna pull out a paper and he's gonna begin to sketch out a rough layout of what you guys have seen so far. He's gonna be like, okay, so as far as we know, right here is where we crashed. So that's where we are. We're in the dead center. We know that to the west we have some kind of gigantic city that seems to have at least functioning technology compared to the rest of this wasteland. Although after Marcus's reports of, what did you call him, Marcus? An ugly looking Hulk that wasn't green. Yes, that. So, and it drug away what would essentially be thousands of pounds worth of metal.
I would like to point out, by the way, if we're saying that the Incredible Hulk exists in this universe, I would have to imagine that is probably a really, really offensive character to a lot of people, considering a green-skinned culture is so common. Like, to an orc, like, I imagine the Hulk is like...
I bet the Hulk would be offensive.
Like a big, giant, green, musclehead brute? Yeah, that's
smart. Humans in this world are more or less got the same things going on that they have in our world.
Yeah.
No. How?
All right.
Can we tell from here how far the city is?
Yeah,
Could you-
I might make references to animes or TV shows or other stuff.
Yeah, I got you.
Hey,
I got you.
I have no complaints.
Yeah, that's probably good. It might end up having to be a point of destination we'll need to go at some point.
Yeah.
How?
But anyways, as I was saying, we know that they're off to the west. Considering that they ripped apart such a thing, I'd really not rather mess with big muscly man. I suggest that we try to avoid that area for now until we learn more.
I do have a thought though. How likely do you guys think they would have thermal detection?
Very.
Because
Considering that we're in the future and
that is something that a basic spellcaster can do. Let
Hey.
alone
Hey, Rukt, let me ask you. You said that your phone wasn't connecting to anything local, right?
not without the crystal.
Like,
it ain't.
like, not with, it wasn't working with anything like, like local news updates. You said that all that stuff was down.
I mean, oddly enough, I have a signal, but I can't imagine that I'd get any luck trying to like call my kids, which are like the number I have in here. I have two numbers on my phone: the gods and my kids. Actually, I guess that's two numbers and then like a bajillion because there are a lot of demigods and gods and such. But you get what I mean.
I mean, you said that you had apps on there, right? So you have a smartphone.
Yeah. My kids got it for me the other day.
See what the last dated report that you can find was.
All right. He
That
fumbles with it a bit. They don't really make these. Seriously, I tried to ask them, could they custom make it? But no, too expensive. That's what I get for buying it in. What's the human country again?
Oh God!
Remember, that's where Balric's been living, so that's where he would have bought his phone.
Yeah. Let me double check that. I have it in my notes.
All right, here we go. I think I've got it opened up.
Evaloria.
Yeah, that's what I get for buying. That's what I get for trying to get this from Evaloria. All right, here we go.
All right. So the last dated report that you were able to find, 2052.
And is the year number in this universe, but when they started, correspond to our own?
You would have left about 6 years prior to this. So,
Okay.
what would that be? 46? Yeah, 46. In 2046. All right.
Okay. 2052. And what is the article, by the way?
The article is tensions rising high between nations as natural resources are becoming more and more rare.
Oh, that's a problem. Seemed to have been a resource shortage, which is weird. I didn't feel like we were anywhere close to that.
What
Me
kind
neither.
of fuck. What kind of
Well, let's
resource
see here.
shortage? There we go.
Oh my
Food,
god.
fuel. All right, and then by the way, once Balric is done looking at this, out of instinct, he is going to check his daughter's social media to see what the last post they made were.
Ah, the last social media post that they made, which would be prior to this date, as far as you're able to tell.
Mm-hmm.
But you are, they are standing, and it is a post between your. You had both a son and a daughter.
Yes,
right?
both. Yes.
All right. So this is your daughter's post.
Yep.
All right. She has given birth to a set of twins.
Okay. Considering my canonical thing was like that he was in the hospital.
No. That's what you're seeing. Like you are now seeing a somewhat older version of what is essentially these twins.
Okay.
One is a boy.
Mhm.
One is a girl.
And they would both naturally be half orcs.
Mm-hmm. And it's marked excited for first day of school. God, what were their names? I gave them names.
Oh, you actually like thought out what the kids' names were.
I did. Let me
Aw.
double check that. The boy's name is Thrall. The girl's name is Taru.
All right. So after Ball talks about the resource shortage, everyone just sees him smile a bit.
But by the way, the resource war did officially start over fuels. But as skirmishes between the lands spread out, they began targeting other countries' food supplies, which started a massive food shortage for everybody.
Balrog is then going to check his map app to see if the GPSs are still up, and more importantly, to see if they can find out where their exact location is.
That is a very interesting question. Let me pull up my map.
Do you tell us about they were targeting food store?
Yeah, the news story
Okay.
stuff, but he's keeping like
Yeah, because
Yeah.
what's the easiest way to defeat an opponent? Make them starve to death.
Mhm.
Take out their food, they can't survive.
Balrog is happy to know that at the very least, his kids are fine up until this point.
There was no mention of your son.
Oh, none at all?
None that you found.
Alright, well, Balrog will check his social media then, if there's no mention.
Mm-hmm. Last thing that you see from his post is he is set off for military camp.
Ah. Okay.
Father like son.
Mhm. Indeed. I'm trying to find my map here. Aha, I found my map. Alright, so let's double checking some layouts here. Okay, so just for clarification, I'm gonna recopy and I'm gonna repost the map in the Portal DM group chat just so
Gotcha.
everybody can re-see it.
Yep.
Okay, so what we have here is let me double check my notes. It's all in my notes. Okay, the big area to the west of the map, that is the human territory.
Yep.
That is where you are currently located, and there I'll get into more detail of where you precisely are at later.
And is that where we were located before? Like, is that where the lab was?
Yes.
Yeah, thought so.
So more or less that area. We are not going to be exploring this full map, so don't
No,
worry
I
about
didn't think so. I didn't think so.
Like,
This is Balrog trying to
No, we-
figure out exactly how far away they got moved with the going through the portal. Now that he is Now that he's been prompted to check his phone.
Okay, so essentially, where you guys are at, if you actually zoom in the map, if you look where the 3 islands are kind of intersecting but not actually touching, you are more or less like along the human line of like that darker brown area. Not quite like on the coast, but not far from the coast either.
I see. Okay.
Okay. I think I know what you're talking about. So, all right.
Well, what do you know?
Because remember that you're high enough up for these forests to be to your east.
Hey, Doctor.
Yes.
I gotta ask. I'm not really good with my directions or stuff. How far away would this have been from your lab? And from the original portal?
Our old lab would have been located, and he begins to skirmish. And he actually points to the west. He goes like, from what I can see, probably around the area of where we left would be the location of that big main city.
All right. That's some good information then. Huh. That's interesting. Well, I think we got all the information this is going to give me. Let me just charge it up, and then Balric is going to demonstrate that because of the arcane energy from his focus, he is able to keep his phone charged.
Huh,
Which is a minor thing, but it is something that he can just do.
Alright.
And then he attaches the phone back to the gun.
Yeah. So,
Alright.
Ryan Slee's going to say, so we have to decide on what and where we're going to go first. We came here to explore. We now know that our original point of origin is to the west, and I still think that that's somewhere we should probably avoid till now.
That being said,
Messing with a highly militaristic land and being unknown, seeing as we're essentially from the past here, any credentials that we have will be essentially worthless. We're essentially ghosts.
that is fair, and I would like to point out, though, considering things, it might be in our best interest, if possible, to see if there's something we can do to prevent all of this from breaking out in the first place.
Hey, Doctor.
That would be a good thing, but also that would involve learning more. And if we are going to do anything that involves, we first would have to worry about getting back. We would have to figure out exactly what went to the war that went like this, because there certainly wasn't mutant spiders before. So that, what kind of war that would cause that is beyond me. I don't even think nuclear radiation.
Probably.
Nuclear radiation would just kill most things outright, not mutate them like that. That's outright unheard of.
Have you never played Fallout?
This is real life. This isn't a fucking video game.
Well, I have heard of a little of the process. Actually, would Balric know much about the science behind golems and such? Because I like to imagine that he'd heard of it, and they probably used a few during the war.
Mm-hmm. Okay, I actually have a way that I would do that.
Hey, hold up. I gotta go. I got work in the morning.
Alright.
Oh.
I won't have it next week, so I'll get to stay up all the night, but it's just I'm doing a very boring sort.
I gotcha.
I have been yelled at because I've been falling asleep after the past 2 days.
Alright,
Fair enough, man.
Alright, well,
Have a good one,
And
Light.
it seems like a lot of this is just mainly roleplay, and a lot more serious shit than Lightshade can even participate in.
Yeah, this is like I said, I was planning on moving slower in this, trying to up my roleplay.
Yeah, you're fine, but it's just like I know like I need to go to sleep, and also like this is all serious shit, and like Lightshade is just going to put a stop to it and just make this take longer. So I'm just gonna let this go out and go to sleep so I can get some rest. But next week I'm Wednesday, so I can stay up.
Have a good night, man.
nice. Good night. Peace.
Hey, Doc.
Alright, you said you had a way of determining it, Scruffy.
Sorry, that made me lose track of my thought. Determining what now? I lost my train of thought.
Whether Balric would know anything about golems.
Oh, fuck. I had something in my head, but now I can't remember what it was. You ever have that where it's like it's there?
Yeah.
Yep, I've had that.
Fuck,
Anyway.
golems.
I-
You're talking about like arcane constructs and stuff, right?
Yes, that is correct.
Okay. How I'm establishing them in this lore, it's they're more technological than magical,
Yeah, fair enough.
and there would be, some kind of device to control them.
Okay. And Barkus knows that.
So they would, they're not necessarily like automaton,
Yeah.
as in like it's not going to act independently outside of whatever the control person is having it doing.
That's fair.
With this description, I'm only imagining. Have you guys ever played a Black Ops 2 Zombies, specifically Origins? I'm thinking one of those giant robots, except doesn't have to be actually
I
giant.
know nothing about that game, Ross.
I was thinking more along the Age of Dragon.
Anyway,
Anyway,
All right. Well, this is a pickle.
hmm.
So, where are we going? What are we doing?
Well, hold on.
I would say we
Yes,
should
well,
send a small scout.
That's what the unknown is. We don't know what's out there right now, and we need to get this place suitable and defend it. So we're gonna have to have a party who goes out and explores, and we need some people here for defense.
All right.
of this place, and of course,
well-
we may get more people. We may, we may expand. We don't know until we know more. All we can do is just explore.
well, I'm going to volunteer for the scouting party.
I will also
but-
volunteer. That sounds like fun.
But before we go out, Doctor, weren't these headsets meant originally to try to contact the base back in 20 years ago? Do you think they might still have the same frequency? If they're still alive, that is.
If they're still alive, yes. But these things only have a 1 mile transfer radius.
Yeah, I figured as much.
Hmm.
They're not
Is there-
for long communication. So between squad mates
Hmm.
of short range. So even if we get somewhat separated, as long as we're still close, we can remain in contact.
There probably is a way to boost the signal. Couldn't there be?
Well, we
Not
had
that
equipment on the plane, but
We
Uh,
don't have the plane anymore.
that is fair. Unless I don't want to say
I
this now because light's
genuinely
gone.
believe our best move right now is a scouting party.
but
Yeah,
then
I-
we just have to decide. We're already deciding that probably
Hey.
west towards the city is not the way to go.
Scruffy,
So
can I ask a
we-
question?
Yes.
How long left we plan to have in the session? How long we plan to go till?
I don't know until I ran out of content.
So we're going till 5 a.m. Okay.
Well, no. If it went to like the 3 o'clock mark, I'm always probably gonna cut it off at 3.
Okay, gotcha.
Right.
Okay, gotcha. Fair enough. All
I
right.
wasn't planning on like having it probably too much longer.
Gotcha.
Hmm.
Because I actually had plans and things have gone astray. So, but like, I could still use stuff.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
But yeah. Well, actually, it all depends on where you guys decide that you want to go.
Yeah.
I personally feel like the best option to go would be setting a small party to go to the city.
You want to go to the city.
Go to the city
Yeah.
immediately.
I mean, they're the only people, the only trace of civilization we've found so far, or know
Yeah.
of.
You do realize, of course, that once we play that card, there's no putting it back in the basket.
Right.
Once they know we're there, they know we're there, and whatever they think of us.
We don't have to reveal anything. I do have methods of hiding who we truly are.
I do as
Oh.
well, but all the
But-
same.
You saw the gigantic walls, right? Like that was some Attack on Titan shit. They're obviously not gonna just let us walk in there.
Hmm. That is a
I-
good point.
We could.
I, on the other hand, think the city is not our best approach of action right now. I think we'll have to go there eventually.
Well,
But
where's your plan at leading us to?
Well, what's the surrounding area outside of just the city? Are there any other landmarks that we have seen as we've been looking around?
Well, that's just like you just have the general idea. You guys have no idea what's essentially out there, how far things go. That just gives you don't know what could be out in the woods. You don't know what's down on the islands. The islands are essentially like the other continents.
Yeah,
I mean,
right.
Throwing it out there, I would have an idea
which you
since
can
I
go
was
to,
literally like scavenging around. If you
My-
want to give me anything.
General idea would be our best bet would be to get a lay of the immediate landmarks. Like, so we've seen a forest,
You have seen the forest, yeah.
like that forest over there, or the islands, or whatever else. And with that, once we do make contact with the city, if things go shit up, we'll have a better plan for an escape route. Especially since I now know that my original escape route is no longer an option.
I agree with this more along the lines of we don't know if these guys will shoot us on sight or not. I feel like if we get lucky and observe others' things, maybe we can observe them interacting with something out there.
I mean, I'll be honest. From their behavior so far, I'm pretty sure these are the shoot-on-sight sorts.
I mean, right? It is just
you
one
get
interaction,
a feel
though.
for that in the You get a feel for that in the military.
Yeah, that is fair.
Something I'm sure many of my compatriots here would agree with. I see the military guys are here, right?
They are here. And yes, they would definitely be agreeing. Yes, it's best not to mess with an unknown force, especially since whatever the fuck city that is definitely wasn't here before. That is not how the city that we left looked.
No.
And it's way bigger.
No. It definitely is no... I'm gonna say New Nova was the city Balric was living in.
Scruffy,
I
would like to
imagine
request
Balric
basic
was living...
information.
I imagine...
Steve, I didn't hear anything that you just said.
Sorry.
I would like to request basic information on the area since I was literally scavenging around the area when I started following them.
But
Not
Okay.
detailed, just basic.
All right. No, hang on. I have to see what I've established so far. Okay. Do you remember? I sent you. There was this. I gave you a clue already.
Let me see. I don't remember. There's a lot of shit that we've said at random points in time.
I
but,
know, and there's a lot of dumb shit that we've said just fucking with you too. But
yeah. That's why I ignore a lot of the shit you say, because half of it is fucking with me. So I'm like, I don't know what to listen to. I give up.
Oh, it's like the second to last thing I sent to you.
Wait, really? Let me see this.
Yeah, my purple dragon.
Oh, I mean, I would have been told something about a story of a purple dragon, but what do I do with that?
Oh well, yeah. Well, that's cave would be somewhat towards the south.
are you
Okay.
telling this to the purple dragon to the south?
Yes.
Yeah, yeah. My information would be there's some purple
Okay,
dragons. in this
So,
stuff.
just double checking. Are dragons extinct in the time period we came from?
Also to the south, there is a kind of strange,
Oh wait, there's a dragon.
a strange.
My character takes
How would
it.
I describe this to your character without actually saying what it is?
Again, very basic words is
there's
how
like
I would be explaining everything.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to think.
Yeah. Like, I will be looking
There's,
at the map and I'll say south, there's some purple dragon.
There's a
Dragon.
town with lots of high things and water, also to the south.
Yeah. And
There is a small village to the east towards the forest.
yep. A high town with water
Uh,
and a village in the forest.
Yep, and there's also another small village that somewhat like the main big city is all fortified in. It's got a bunch of walls and everything around it, and there are mostly orcs and goblins there,
Oh.
and that is to the
What?
north.
Orcs and goblins, you say?
Huh.
Hmm.
That
I think
being,
we
that being said, I think our best bet would be going to some of the unfortified villages first, and seeing what our general rapport with them is like. Worst comes to worst, it's a bad rapport. We know not to work with anybody. It's a good rapport, and maybe we can make something happen. I believe this is what our interest is. Develop an alliance with the natives here, not in the fortified cities. And hopefully they can offer the information we don't have.
I couldn't tell you if they were hostile or not. My policies usually do not interact, or at most, you know, stand nearby, and if it looks like they're going to attack, I simply run away. Nobody's
Honestly,
faster
that's
than
a
me.
smart policy.
With the world
boat
that
we're-
we've seen so far,
But
that's
the
impressive.
boat we're in is we need to start a rapport somewhere.
Yeah.
So the,
Um,
the village in the forest, no walls there.
Are there walls there? I don't think so, based on what you said.
No, and
No walls.
like I wouldn't even say that it's like a small village. It's like a couple of people.
It's like a group, really.
Yeah, like a small group.
Well, we should. How many? Do you know how many?
A couple? A little more?
Let me
Not
double-
many.
Let me double check this.
I believe sending an attachment to them might be our best bet. Ideally, it doesn't
Right.
end up in a fight.
Roughly about 4 buildings.
Four
Small
buildings.
ones?
4 buildings. Let's say 2
So-
people to a building. It's about what 8, probably.
Give or take.
I would say a detachment of a similar size to what we expect to be there would be our best bet to look at least somewhat non-threatening.
All right.
All right, so you guys are gonna head towards the town to the east then.
There.
Yep.
There was one thing I was gonna see if I could do before we actually leave. I was gonna. I was gonna go into the room where we had all that fire to see if there's anything to salvage.
There almost certainly isn't.
Well,
Yeah, but-
you don't know.
It was just webbing.
No, I designed this
Okay.
whole building to just be mostly empty, useless junk,
Okay.
with the exception of the pistol.
Right.
I mean, fair. All right.
Which now I have it with infinite ammo.
Isn't it an antimatter pistol too? Isn't what it's called?
Yeah,
Yep.
it's an anti. It does necrotic. What was it? 3d6 necrotic.
3d6 necrotic damage, which
Is actually pretty good.
that is insane.
Oh, that's not even, dude. I have weapons that are.
Oh, I know you have better, but this already is insane. For an
That- yeah,
attack, I
that-
can just do now
As
that
far as
consumes nothing.
pistols go, that is gonna basically be the common pistol. That is this place's common pistol.
If that
I
displays
see.
as common pistol, I'm a little
So the ones
petrified.
we brought were absolutely out of date.
Yes,
Gotcha.
yes, you're gonna find some pretty decent weaponry I gave, but mostly the grenades and stuff like that were
Yeah.
the same because like,
Yeah, no, I gotcha.
and I haven't
Alright.
I still am looking for more weapons and shit like that to add.
Alright.
I'm still constantly looking.
All
so-
right. Before we go, Balric will look at the doctor. You are the commander of this operation, so before we go on anything, we need your say-so. Do you approve the mission, Doctor?
Yes, well, I'm fine with going, but we need some people to stay here.
Like I said before, our best bet is an attachment of roughly 8 people. We don't want to look like we're an army marching towards them.
Hmm. So he points at the 5. What is it? The 6 of you?
We are a group
Five.
of. I think we're a group of
6.
Yeah, we're a
six.
group of
Yeah, we're a
six.
group of 6.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he points at the group of 6 of you, and he's like, "All right, the 6 of you And then what two do you want to come with you, except for the doctors?
Well,
You can't take the doctors.
Just saying he doesn't command me, so he'd pick 7 people and then be like, you know, and the cat.
7 people on the cat.
well.
Where's the
I mean, I personally like the military people, but we should probably only take one of them because we need to keep some people here to defend the base.
Hmm.
So one of them and one other. You probably
Who
know the
wants to
person
come?
better, Doctor, so I can't really make the call there.
Let's just leave it to them. Does
All right,
anyone
Ryan,
want to
Ryan
volunteer to
Lee,
come?
you're going with them.
And by the way,
I
Scruffy,
mean,
this
Ryan Lee
this
is volunteering for this mission.
this plan is my out, so you can have us have the smaller party you actually want.
Well, the full
Yeah.
party was just not meant to stay the full party once we got here.
Yep, I know.
That was design. I just needed a lot of people to do that design.
Yep, I
In
got
case I thought at least somebody would die during all of this shit, but
And
no,
yet,
nobody has
no
yet.
one died.
No, nobody's
Yeah,
dead
but-
yet. Which is
Whoever, yeah.
you know,
whoever
you have
Scruffy
the
gives
people
to
that
us,
you
I mean,
need.
yeah.
All right, so we're gonna reckless boy Troy Trasher. Yeah, he wants to go on another adventure. He's going.
Okay.
All right.
All right, so hey, I'll actually be able to establish these guys, and I am gonna take this group, and I'm gonna drag you guys outside for now. So I remember, because you chose to go in a direction I have not set up yet, so we're gonna be cutting it here.
So,
No.
so
We
Scruffy,
picked the wrong way.
Scruffy, what direction did you have planned?
No, Ross, you never asked that. You never asked that. Okay? That is the question you get to ask when the campaign is over, and only then.
Or after
I have the maps
gone every
done.
day.
Yes, I know,
Maps
I
and
know.
Stuff like that are done. I just haven't
I know.
decided
but-
what, because this was just like a last minute in session of this small town over here. I was like, okay, but I haven't decided what was going to be there yet. So-
Yeah, I got you. No,
So did
what
we
I'm
pick
tell-
the only place that you had nothing for?
I mean,
No, because honestly, I have so much in mind and so much that I haven't even made yet. So like, I'm trying to get like Rush to make all these maps. Or,
yeah,
like, get
no,
maps
it's
in,
utter
or at least
insanity.
find them to get in, because I don't have like the full thing. I have like the core things.
Yeah, that makes sense. I
Right.
am. I myself am like I am making a decent amount of progress. I am 2 adventures down in what I need for my campaign. That's good.
I mean,
So-
honestly, I could just improv what the fuck is over there, but I actually want to have
Nah.
an established plan.
Nah,
of what's over there.
that's fine. The session is long. We can have some RP sessions.
I want to do things
So-
so bad, bro. I've used none of my kit.
Yeah, I was
I
gonna
got
say,
so many cool
Yeah,
things.
you have
Scruffy,
to
were
be
you-
here to fight.
Scruffy, were you
I
planning?
know.
So, Scruffy, were you planning on the spider killing that boss spider killing a lot of them? Like not
Sorry,
have us,
what?
You know that giant.
I'm not gonna say he had a specific plan, but I assume he thought that boss fight was gonna be harder for us.
Right.
No, I honestly thought you guys would go in there, fight the spiders. You know, in which I could have gone thing. You guys weren't essentially supposed to know really anything about the helicopters, you know, except for like Ami was supposed to tell you that they were out there, but I established that. So once the spider broke out, it's now battling the helicopters that I established out there. So I'm like in my mind, okay, how would fucking, you know, once the fucking people are talking about over the radio back to the city that they're getting annihilated by this massive spider, how would they react? Okay, well they do the easy thing. They send out the fucking super soldier to go clean shit up.
Yeah. No, I mean, I know the feeling. I know the feeling, Scruffy. I know the feeling. But yeah, no.
I'm gonna say this went nowhere near as anything of what I had planned, and like 95% of this session was me fucking doing improv. Okay.
Yeah.
For improv, you did good. At least in my
I mean-
opinion, you did good.
I mean, I think he established the lore already.
Right.
He just had to figure out how the lore interacted.
Right. Yeah. I have the lore. The lore's in my mind,
Yeah.
but
Again, it's interesting because technically, the antimatter pistol is definitely better. I think not necessarily. No, because Eldritch Blast he can shoot 2, and once he gets one more level, he gets 3 shots with the Eldritch Blast. No, Eldritch Blast is actually still better than the pistol.
It also does force damage, which is better than necrotic.
Yeah, exactly.
Unless something is super weak to
I
necrotic.
don't think that there's. Eldritch Blast is a cantrip, so that's a little different. But for the most part, spells are still going to outdo any of the fucking
Yeah, that makes
weapons
sense.
that I have. Like, but
Yeah.
there, I do have some fucking pretty insane weapons. Would you guys like to see one?
Nah,
Yeah.
Sure.
I'm
Oh, you know what?
Let me come
I'm
back to
gonna-
my computer real
I'm
quick.
gonna-
I'll give you a sneak peek at one of my weapons. One.
I'm gonna end the
Okay.
recording here real quick.
Go ahead.